Monkey, featuring tonight's special guest host, me, Ron Monkey. What? I don't know either, but we'll just go with it, okay? AKA James, AKA Monkey Spaz 5000, and first of all, I'd like to introduce to you our fellow guests this evening, and I will start from left to right on my screen, so it might not make sense to you guys, but we'll start with Pie versus Pie. How are you this evening, sir?
Very good, thank you. Good evening, all.
Evening.
Good evening, sir.
Evening, Pie versus Pie. I've not spoken to you before, but...
You will.
I will. That sounds interesting, exciting, and all both scary at the same time. But anyway, we'll move on. Retro Dave Nintendo, are you with us?
No, he's been replaced.
Oh my God!
The
gremlin speaks.
Been replaced by a gremlin. Oh
Hello?
my. Hello.
Hello.
I can't see anyone.
That's all right.
There you go.
Hey.
There he is.
We can see you now.
Can you see me?
Yes.
We can see you.
Welcome
See
to
your
the.
Dreamcast too.
Can you see us, Dave? You're a special invited person.
All I'm looking at the minute is a picture in the middle of 4 people stood up. One's got a green lumber jacket on. Another guy's got his thumb up. That's why. Oh, hang on. It's changed. Hey, I can see ya.
There we go.
How are you this evening, sir?
Fucking. That's what a palaver to get this working.
First time for everything. Right, we'll move on. Rich, aka 90s video game dude, how are you today?
Hello, I'm lovely, and it is good to be back after my hiatus.
I like your very festive headwear.
Look at that. It's because I left me cap, my 90s video game dude cap, around my mate's house when I went to watch Doctor Who, and I haven't got time to get it back yet.
What's happening with the retro, the 90s video game dude? Is he still about, or is he?
He is. He's back in a shameless plug. The Christmas special. He's on that. Yeah, I'm doing one a month of the dude, and then other videos besides.
So where have you been recently, Rich? On any
gigs? I've been starring in pantomime, which is true, amazingly enough. At my local community centre. Last week I was in, where was I? Stratford upon Avon. Visiting Shakespeare.
Yes, Shakespeare's birthplace.
With my lovely lady. Which was quite fun.
Sounds
cool.
Good.
So
Next, Mr. Yack himself, the ex-MC. I don't know why you're no longer allowed to MC. I think you'd be naughty somehow. But how are you today?
It was behind the scenes politics, unfortunately.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I'd rather not go into it because it's somewhat upsetting. Yes.
Is it still traumatic? I know. It's alright.
Continue with the show.
Is that you done? And next I'd like to introduce Zach and Kyla. Have I got that correct?
Yeah, actually it's just me today, but yeah, I'm Zach. How's it going?
Zach, how are you going? I've not met you before. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Good man. And you are from Getting Your Nerd On, am I correct? Just
yeah,
to
that's
tell
right.
everybody.
Yep.
And you were here last week, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And you're male, is that correct?
Yes, that's also right.
Good. Excuse me. We do have another couple of people potentially joining us later on, but for now...
He says as he takes a sip of his iron brew. Show us,
Show us the iron brew, sorry.
Yes.
Did everybody get their goodie bags with your supplied iron brew in preparation for tonight's stream?
I did not. What happened?
Well, I told Stephen to send them out.
I've got
Well, you know what Royal Mail's like this time of year.
I can't open my Desperado. What's happening? Come here, you fuck.
Desperado?
Desperado. It was an Eagles song, wasn't it? Or something.
Yep.
It's a beer infused with the flavour of tequila, and it's awesome.
Dave, what are you drinking? I can see you holding something up at the screen.
Carlin.
Carling. What's happened to your bud?
I've run out.
Carling, Black
Carlin's an
Label.
offer. I think it's 20 cans, 15 quid. So.
So
Mm.
Genius.
What? Hold
Pie
up yours.
versus Pie.
Yeah.
What is your tipple of choice this evening, Pie versus Pie?
Choice is cheapo ribs. There we go.
Wait a minute.
Supermarket own brand ribs, but I've got a special one for later on.
Hold
Very
that up
simple.
again, Pie versus Pie, if you don't mind.
Something is going wrong.
Hold on, I
It's
can't.
frozen.
Saint Etienne.
That
Yeah.
looks like a knockoff Stella.
It is a knockoff Stella.
Is it? Does it make you violent, just like Stella does?
Stella doesn't make me violent.
No.
The opposite effect.
Mellows you out.
It stops me from being violent.
It knocks him out.
Ah, it's your medication, that's what it is.
Medication.
Excuse me.
Is that a Christmas song, Rich?
No, it was the theme tune to Masterpiece Theatre. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm doing stuff.
What's a Masterpiece Theatre?
It was a thing in the 80s where in America they used to read the classics of English literature, and they used to have this bloke in a smoking jacket used to sit in front of a fire and read it.
Oh, right. I
Zach?
keep asking... Sorry, go on.
Zach, do you know about this? Since you're from
Well, the only
that way?
reason I know about it is because Sesame Street used to do a version of it called Monster Piece Theatre, where Cookie Monster used to sit in front of a fire and read.
Cookies?
I remember.
Yeah.
I went to the shop. Here's my shopping list. Cookies, 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 cookies.
That's not a very good impression, Jack.
Keep to Arnold Schwarzenegger. To Arnold Schwarzenegger being Cookie Monster.
Arnold only.
Arnold, Cookie Monster.
Right.
I
Continue, please. Continue with the show. Save me from this.
Because it. Sorry.
Sorry,
because
you
it's
can go speak. Go.
No, because it's Christmas. Has anybody watched Jingle All the Way yet?
No, I haven't yet, but I will.
Oh, everybody's got to watch Jingle All the Way because it's got Jake Lloyd in it.
Well,
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's great.
Yes.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Anakin Skywalker looking for a toy.
Oh,
I'm not a pervert. I just want a Turbo Man doll.
What's the
It's
name of the
Turbo
film?
Time.
The Christmas film where Santa's in it, funnily enough, and there's a little elf person, and
Bad Santa.
is that called Santa?
It's called Bad Santa.
No, it's like an 80s
Oh,
or
Santa
early
Claus
90s.
the movie
Is that what it is?
with Dudley Moore in it.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
Dudley Moore. Yeah, I watched that the other day as well.
That's
Actually, I
classic,
bought it on DVD for £3 from Tesco.
that. Oh, yeah, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
It's a great thing.
James, I see you got the T-shirt on.
I know, I've got my ZX Spectrum t-shirt on. Zach, do you
Yep.
know what a ZX Spectrum is?
No, I don't.
What?
I'll have
You haven't lived.
educate you. Hold on.
I don't know what a ZX Spectrum is. I only know the Amstrad CPC.
Have you ever seen one of these, sir?
See, if you look in the top corner, it says manufactured by Amstrad. Haha!
No?
Yes, those ones did.
This one doesn't anywhere, I'm sorry.
Amstrad ruled the world.
Anyway, we'll get cracking. Rich has just abandoned us, did us. We'll get cracking and we'll do the obligatory birthdays, 13th of December. First birthday is Taylor Swift. Does anybody guess how old she is?
21.
Nope.
24.
Nope. I'm going to sit here all night until somebody gets it, so keep on.
18.
Nope.
That was the +2, and this is the +3, which has a disk drive.
Sorry, Rich is still back in time here.
That conversation finished like 2 weeks ago.
Rich, we're trying to guess how old Taylor Swift is. Come on.
She's as old as the
So was I last
PlayStation. No, she has the Spectrum +3.
No.
Is she
no,
19?
She's 23. Country singer and songwriter who won the CMA Horizon Award at the age of 17 and re-released her 4th album, Red, in 2012. And obviously she also writes songs about her ex-boyfriends, but I wouldn't want to be one of her ex-boyfriends because she'd write nasty songs.
Man, the conversation flows thick and fast these days, man.
I know,
Usually
you
I
just-
have time to go out, fetch something, and come back, and they're still talking about the same thing.
Hey, I'm no longer the host here, you know.
I'm just
Wait a minute. How the hell did you go from the Spectrum +2 to Taylor Swift in the space of, 20 seconds?
It's Taylor Swift's favourite computer.
Is it really? That's
It's
amazing.
it's one of our latest songs that features the Sinclair Classic.
Synthesized speech.
Just cheap chip tunes. That's it.
Yeah.
So she's not done a
uses
song
the
about
torso.
Dizzy down the rapids then?
No. Excuse me.
Slightly magic.
Oh, that's a classic Spectrum game. Who said that? Pie vs. Pie.
Yeah.
That's classic. But we'll
What
move on,
about
'cause
Finders
only
Keepers?
probably
I used to love
me, you,
Finders
and
Keepers.
What is that based on the TV show?
It
I've
wasn't.
actually
It was.
got that game, Rich, somewhere.
It was on what series was it from? Magic Knight, was it? Not Magic Knight. Something like that. I don't know. But it was very good. And you were a little knight, and you just
I do
bounced
have it.
around. I like the very first bit where you went into like a little teleporter, and the light came down, and you disappeared, and then went off again. But that was my favourite bit. Yay!
Next, somebody else has got a birthday today, or on this day, December 13th. Now, this is a bit of a controversial, not as controversial, but
Is it Jimmy Savile?
no, is this person still alive? And he's in Mary Poppins, and he's got a really bad accent.
Dick.
Dick, is he still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to
Yeah.
say it'd have to be if it was birthday, surely, but I was convinced he died a while ago.
No, he's
Maybe
still
eight.
alive. I think he's still doing Diagnosis Murder, isn't he?
Maybe 90 something even.
He's 87.
Still doing Panto, probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Diagnosis Murder. That was awesome.
Oh,
I wonder
sorry,
how
but-
many people. I wonder how many people thought English people spoke like Dick Van Dyke anyway from watching Mary Poppins.
God bless you, Mary Poppins.
No one quite says murder like the Scottish. It's great. I love it.
Did I say it?
Yeah, Diagnosis Murder.
Everybody say murder. Go.
There has been a merger.
Murder.
Murder.
Zach.
Come on.
Murder.
Mordor.
Mordor.
We'll play another
Murder.
game, seeing as I'm Scottish. Now everybody say burger.
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 Bugger. Bugger.
This is a fun game.
More games, please.
Sorry, I need to.
Everybody
refill
say
my-
dirty purple curtains.
Dirty purple curtains.
Dirty purple curtains.
Scottish people can't say ours very well. That's why we can't say the word Carl very easily.
Carol, like a Christmas carol.
No, like the name Carl.
Oh,
Carl.
like, yes, like Woodland 37.
Yes.
I see.
It's not a good thing. But anyway, I think we might come back to birthdays and Scottish talking.
I actually, can I jump in here?
Yeah,
I have a
crack on.
death. I have a death to report. It's really rather sad. Danny Wells, who played Luigi in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show,
Yes.
alongside Lou Albano, passed away a couple of weeks ago at the ripe old age of 72. And he also played Charlie the Bartender in The Jeffersons and appeared in The A-Team, The Bionic Woman, and Murder, She Wrote, amongst others. So R.I.P. Danny Wells. Luigi.
Rest in peace, Luigi.
Was
Did
that
he-
from the movie, did you say, Harry?
The Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
What's that?
You know the
Oh,
live
you've never
action.
seen the Super Mario Bros. Super Show? You have never lived, my friend.
It was the cartoon, but they had a live action bit at the start.
Oh, is that when they've done this?
Ah,
And
swing
used to do the
your
dance.
arms from side to side.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go to
the Mario.
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 I have seen it.
Captain Lou Albano.
I remember watching it as a kid. I liked the cartoon bit.
I used to like Captain N, the Game Master.
Oh,
That
he was a
quality show.
Muppet.
Well, Captain N, but he had a Nintendo pad belt, which let him jump high and stuff.
I hated that show. Can we move on now, please?
You brought it up. I was wanting to get into
No,
that conversation.
I didn't.
You
I
just...
didn't bring up Captain N. He was a wuss.
What about the Zelda cartoon?
Zelda
Excuse me, princess.
There's a Zelda cartoon.
It was.
Oh my god! I know there's those really bad. That sort of sounded like those bad CDI Zelda games. What you just done there?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same, I think.
What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get better than the acting on Resident Evil on the PlayStation.
I hope this isn't Chris's blood. She is the master of unlocking.
Alright, we'll move on then.
Yes. R.I.P. Danny Wells.
So yes, sorry, I should be laughing. Sorry, Luigi. I believe last week you talked about that dude who bought an Xbox One picture from eBay. Am I right?
Yep.
I wasn't here last week.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Yeah. Boys, basically he bid on eBay, and I think he paid £450 for a photo, a badly printed out photo of an Xbox One box, and I'm sure the seller, did they not put something on the back of it saying thank you very much for your custom or sale or something like? He obviously was being so sincere, and he knew that he just sold a
Yes,
picture for
James,
£450.
James, you missed all the fun last week when we went on for 4 hours about this bloke non-stop. It was fantastic. It was the best episode of RetroUnlim Live yet.
But there he is, and that is my local CEX. He's from Nottingham.
That's what I was going to say. Now he's obviously CEX, the fucktard of a show. Excuse my language. I'm Scottish. I'm allowed to swear. So fucktard of a show. A shop that's given the boy a free Xbox One.
What? He's been given a free Xbox One for being a complete idiot?
Exactly. I'm going to bid on a picture of a Ferrari in the hope that I'm going to say that I saved up and it was for my son's Christmas and I might get one for free.
From CEX.
Rich, did you say that was? Rich, did you say that was your local branch of CEX?
It is indeed. Yeah, I was in the other day.
Is that you in the background?
Let me have it. Which one? Well, this one. I'm doing something stupid. I'm pointing at the screen saying this one, like you can see. No, I don't think so. That's me. I can't see it now. Have a look.
That's you on the right, isn't it, in the red jumper?
That is me. My God. No, that's me in the Adidas hat working behind the counter.
Is that where you work, Rich?
Yes.
Seriously? Is that what they were behind the counter, though?
They don't have a uniform as such. The uniform is this lovely lanyard that they wear here. There's no. When I worked at Game Station, we had a lovely polo shirt with Game Station written on it. There's just no style and stuff these days, I tell you.
It's shocking, the fact that he did get a full refund, but then CXing Nottingham, we now know you live in Nottingham, Rich, and stepped in and gifted him a free video game system.
That actual picture there is from the Nottingham Evening Post.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Well, it's called just the Nottingham Post now because they bring it out at other times other than the evening, I suppose.
This picture is copyright. The Nottingham Evening Post. Please don't sue us. Thank you. Bye.
I don't. We're going to get content ID claims and stuff. Shocking. It does say on my little blurb here, Peter's mother, who's 24? No, that can't be right. That's really what it says on my screen. Whoa, she had him young. It must have been a weightlifter to raise a dumbbell like him. Look at the picture. The CX guy looks like he wants to connect the console across the back of his head. Maybe Durex should donate some condoms to him. Or to his mother's boyfriends if she's 24. What's
Who
going
added
on there?
that? Who added that scripted bit then? Was it Steve?
Yeah, it says 24 in brackets. Seriously, I think
that was fantastic, Steve.
Wait a minute. This is scripted. I'm seeing behind the curtain now. I thought it was just off the cuff.
No.
Oh,
no, we've been exposed.
Exposed.
Not even Harry's that good.
That's why I was sacked, incidentally.
What? Because you deviated from the script, or because you had some differences?
Yeah, I didn't toe the party line apparently, but we'll not go into that right now.
But yeah.
Oh, actually, something he's going to be rather annoyed about with this console that he has. He's never going to be able to get that sticker off, the CAX sticker.
Oh yeah.
He should give it back in protest.
The manager, if that's the manager, he doesn't even look happy.
He said, "Oh, we have to give this flipping Xbox One to this idiot."
Have you seen how much they're selling those Xbox Ones for? Second hand, they're like 550 quid.
Seconds later, he smashed the corner of the box into his eye and blinded him.
For his stupidity. Did you see, like, as soon as they were released, both consoles, CEX was giving you £100 more than what you bought them for somehow. It's like,
yeah, that's it.
I sold my Xbox One. I was tempted to drive to Edinburgh to give it to CEX.
Yeah, I reckon that the manager cut out his tongue so he couldn't turn it on.
What?
Well, you have to go like Xbox on.
I'll get you.
It's a funny joke. Come on, laugh.
I'm laughing, Rich. I'm with you, my fellow geek brother.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing inside.
I'm 30 years behind that joke.
I'm here all week.
I'm gonna have a refill.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I thought that guy was Van Persie.
Oh, which one? The one on the left?
Yeah.
It is. They got in Robin Van Persie just to give him a free Xbox.
Right.
That's Robin Van Persie paid for it.
Van Persie's got grey hair than that.
Mm. Probably more money.
Yeah, but he plays for Manchester United now, doesn't he? So he's probably got gajillions.
Which is probably what's turned his hair grey as well.
Yeah, probably.
Is it? Oh, we've got a really good topic, but I really want to save it in case somebody else comes on because I know we have a big opinion.
Oh, that's
about
what
it.
that does.
Long boy. Long
Yeah,
boy.
it's Long Boy. I was going to ask a question about it, but I'll save it until he lately appears. Or
He's fashionably late once again.
I've got to actually shoot in a 5-10 minutes or so, so I'm just gonna throw this in before I shoot off.
Okay.
In what?
I just wanted to talk about yes, if nobody's seen it yet. I'm not trying to sell it or anything.
Well, what is that?
It's a bit
Is
blurry.
that the Ocean book?
That's the Ocean book.
Oh, nice.
It is nice, all signed up and everything by the guys, you know. On the front page there. I would recommend it, even though I'm not trying to sell it or anything, but I definitely recommend it if that's your cup of tea, retro game.
I do wish to have that. I've got a what's his bloody name? The guy who does the artwork.
All the three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want some signed artwork from him Replay, not Replay, because that's the other one, wasn't it?
Revival.
Revival. That's it.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. After all you went up and donkey's years of seeing his artwork and the signature in the corner, and then to have him writing it in front of you in a biro was really strange. Good.
It's for everybody of sort of our age. Well, I'm sure we're all sort of around the same age. for the UK guys as well, because
probably more so even for the UK guys.
Yeah.
That was the big company of the day. Wasn't
Oh
it?
God, yeah, huge.
Yes, they've produced The Addams Family, Batman, Cool World, The Flintstones, we'll gloss over that one, Total Recall, and a bunch of RoboCop games as well.
Yeah, Robocop.
Yeah, my signed one was Roland's Rat Race, based on TVAM saver Roland Rat, who I don't think that the American friends would know of Roland Rat, but you're missing out.
Yeah, I mean the weird thing, you can even go back as far as Daley Thompson's Decathlon on C64. That goes back to the really early days of Ocean, and when it used to be called Spectrum Games before they even went to Central Street. And
Where did you get the book from?
I bought it from the launch at Revival Mini, and I actually spent Saturday night getting slaughtered with the staff of Ocean Software.
Is that the people who are in your avatar?
In my profile picture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the programmers and artists from Ocean. That's why I threw that up there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I just sort of invited myself over. I thought nobody else is doing it. I will. Went over there and just listened to the stories and a lot of the bitching that went on and the good old days. And some of them guys hadn't seen each other for 20 years. You know what I mean? So it was brilliant. What a night! Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Revival Mini, but I couldn't get the time off because I've got a lot of work on at the moment. But I should go next year. I should think for the big one.
Big one.
Are you going to Blackpool?
I'm going to Blackpool. Yeah.
Do the May one in Blackpool. I think we'll do that one as well. Depot.
Yeah.
Dave, are you going to Blackpool?
Oh shit.
You mate?
Are you going to Blackpool?
I aim to, yeah. I'm trying to sort it out, but I've got to I've got to have a crown in my tooth in January. That's 215 quid. So I've got to get the money for that first.
Sell some of those games.
Yeah, right.
Buy a picture of an Xbox on eBay and then flog the Xbox that you get for free.
Yeah, I could do that, yeah.
Harry, are you going, out of curiosity?
Yes, I'm hoping to go, but unfortunately it's the same day that Wigan Athletic play Blackburn Rovers, and that could be an important game, although the way that it's going, probably not.
Yeah. Snap.
Oh,
Are you
sorry.
a Wigan or a
What?
Blackburn fan? You sound like you're a Blackburn fan.
Don't tell me we have another Wigan Athletic supporter in this stream.
That is me.
What? This is impossible.
It's not. I'll be there on Sunday. I've got season ticket and everything, mate.
Crikey. Well, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Hence the depressed look. Mm.
There can only be one Wigan Athletic supporter on the internet. You have to die now.
Well, there's 2 years now, so you've got a friend.
Pie versus Pie.
Yeah.
Cheap plug. Go and download the Progress with Unity podcast. There you go. That's a cheap plug for one of my other projects.
Right, fair enough. Get on YouTube and look at the Go Show.
The what show? The Goon Show?
The Go.
The Go Show. I'm looking it up right now.
There's not many on there. Probably most of them are on Metacafe, actually. Oh, look at my website. Everything's on there then.
Ooh, what is your website?
Oh dear, let's think. www.pieversusspie.wix.com/PvP live. Find that, you can find everything I've done, basically.
Everybody's frantically typing.
Oh,
Apart from
PvP
Retro
Live. PvP Live Radio.
Yeah, there's all kinds of. You don't have to tune in because I'm not on the air on the moment, obviously, because I'm doing this.
Oh, do you have a live show?
I do a live show, yeah.
Would you like to plug it?
No.
No, okay.
I like it.
You know, I do a chiptune show. I do a live show on Radio 6581 as well. Do that all live. You know, live radio shows over the web.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, cab and everything, you know. Mostly Commodore stuff. So I'm kind of branched out into Mega Drive and Amiga and NES.
Oh, Amiga. And an Amiga fan.
Oh, aye. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love the Amiga.
Oh, this is cool. We have an actual radio presenter in our midst.
One question. Zach, do you know
Yep.
what an Amiga is?
I've heard about it. Let me look it up. I don't think I've ever used one.
It's
Come
the
on, man.
last-
Huh?
Is it the last letter of the Greek alphabet?
What, Amiga?
But only if you look in a mirror.
Sorry?
That was Zeta, wasn't it?
Just
Amiga. That was
Omega.
Omega.
Ah, here we go. The last letter is Amiga, yes. I thought it was.
So, I take it the Amiga and the likes of the Atari ST weren't too big over in America.
No, I think we had we had an Apple back when I was a kid. Yeah, when I was a kid, yeah, we had a bunch of whatever. It looked pretty much. It was like the same idea with the disc, with the big floppy drive and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So you guys obviously just went Nintendo and then Super Nintendo and
Yeah.
so no
Maybe,
real home computers.
I mean, no, the only computer that I had back then was in school.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't have a home computer.
Hey, San Diego,
San
Daddy.
Diego Daddy.
Ah, David. How are you?
We have another guest. Mr. Longboy's Post with your beautiful hat. How are you? He's mute. No, we
I
can't.
can't hear you, Dave.
It serves him right for.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
We can't hear you.
Take off your hat, Dave. It's affecting the transmission.
He's gonna wear that for like ever now. Now he's found it after all this time.
Yeah. Can't hear you.
Still can't hear you.
It's gonna write stuff. Watch.
This is going to be good
He
tonight.
held up a pen. I'm sure he did.
RetroUnlim Live for the deaf. Get subtitles up in a minute. 888.
Computer fucked.
Oh.
Oh no.
Listen up, guys. I'm gonna shoot now. Just pop by to say hello and all that, and you know, I'll be back real soon.
Cheers, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man. Awesome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem. But I'm not too busy. You know, have a look into the website and that, see what I'm all about, and I'll be looking into all yours as well. And see you soon.
We absolutely shall.
Nice one,
But
man.
now-
Cheers.
But now, you must die, because there can be only one Wigan Athletic fan.
It's a bit hard, Harry. I'm more
Dave,
concerned about Dave's situation over there in the corner.
Dave, I want you to do the whole live stream in the style of an alternative and interpretive dance.
Yes.
And we're going to be discussing Google's situation with YouTube soon, so we want some good moves.
I think he's frozen because either that or
think
he's
so.
died.
Or he's just staring at you.
He's just staring at us. That's actually quite freaky, Dave. Stop it. No, he's gone.
He's gone. And another Dave's turned into back into his gremlin again.
Yes, technical difficulties. Our old friend.
It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Script. Hold on.
There is no script, remember?
What do you mean, remember?
Remember when you used to do this?
No.
Let's discuss. Are we ready? We're just going to seamlessly flow from one thing to another here. Doom. Does anybody know why we might want to talk about Doom?
It's 20 years, is it not?
Yeah, man.
Since the release of Doom. Oh, I do love Doom. Doom is a...
Can you remember the first time you played Doom?
I can. It was actually on the PlayStation.
Was it?
It was. Amazing enough, yeah, because I never really had a PC until a bit later on, until about 98, 99.
Did your schools not have PCs?
Yeah, but didn't let us play Doom.
No, we just stuck it on the machines
That
when the
would have been
teacher
an
wasn't
awesome
looking.
school.
The only games I actually played at school were like Granny's Garden.
Oh,
that
it's
was on the
in
That was in
PC.
the 80s. But
Oh, Dave.
No.
I don't know. Everybody's dead.
we can hear you, Dave.
Hooray!
We can hear you. There you go.
How are you this
I
evening?
tell you what it is, right? I installed a new antivirus thing the other day.
That's the problem. You've installed
And
a new
it's
virus.
kicking my computer's ass. I installed that, right, because it was cheap, and I am a fan of cheapness. And ever since I've installed it, it's like, I don't know, it's like swimming in treacle. That's how fucking slow my computer is.
It's not trying to constantly do a scan, is it? Whenever you're using your.
Oh no, I disabled that. That was the first thing I did because I was just like, why are you scanning my computer? Even I don't download that much porn. And yeah, no, I don't know. Hi.
How are you, my Spectrum loving brother from another mother?
Yes, my good friend. My next Spectrum video will be up later on tonight, and there's a little shout out in it for you.
Oh, I've already put one up. I done no such shout out. I will have to do another one with shout out.
Because quite frankly, between myself and Jim here, we're keeping the Spectrum alive.
And now, Rich
That
will
was very
destroy
unscripted,
his
very
ZX
funny.
Spectrum live on camera.
I know that was extremely unscripted, but
By the way, the leather bit on my headphone fell off, and it's really it's hurting my vagina.
your ear vagina.
Yeah, eargina. I'm sorry, I do apologise for being late, but I was watching Kangaroo Dundee.
Kangaroo Dundee.
I want a pet kangaroo. I want to hop around in its pouch. Well, no, I wouldn't hop in its pouch. I want to be in its pouch when it hops. They're adorable, and I came to the conclusion, talking to the other person watching it, that the reason kangaroos are cute is because they got arms. That's it. If they didn't have arms, they'd be ugly. Because they got arms, and they kind of look like us.
Tyrannosaurus Rexes have got arms. Too.
Zombies have arms.
Yeah, but zombies, that's yesterday. Kangaroos are the future.
There's going to be so many kangaroo invasion games now.
They should do. I want a patch for Dead Rising where when you go into the mall, it's kangaroos. God,
and what would you do to
no, couldn't shoot them. Nothing. I protect them. I herd them all up into a big kangaroo family, and I protect them from racist Australians.
I think that's the Aborigines what you're thinking about, not kangaroos.
Aborigines aren't
We drove
racist.
the kangaroos.
They are the abused.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're racist against the Aborigines, but not the kangaroos.
One of the saddest things I ever saw was this documentary on, you know, when it was like Australia was 200 or something, and it said, here in this great land, these amazingly old rocks, you know, put here by the Aborigines, and as the camera pulled out, it was on a golf course, and I thought, hang on a minute, you're saying that this is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and the heritage of Australia is, you know, Aborigine, and no one bothered to batter an eyelid and built a fucking golf course around it.
Pretty much.
Quite bad.
I say Paul Hogan for king.
It's Paul Hogan.
Hulk Hogan for king.
Is Paul Hogan still
Hogan.
alive? It sounds terrible. Is Paul
Only
Hogan
just.
still alive?
He did Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
A while back.
To my mind, his greatest work was the Foster's advert, where he sat in the theatre with a pair of little mini binoculars, and then he puts his hand in front of the bird's binoculars and says, "Struth, that bloke's got no strides on."
What was that other film he did which wasn't Crocodile Dundee? Was it Lightning Jack or something?
Yeah, where Cuba Gooding Jr. had to suck venom out of his ass or something.
That's right, yeah.
Paul Hogan is still alive, and this year he has taken part in an episode of Adam Hills Tonight.
How
I
old
don't
is
even
he?
know what tonight
Who the
is. How
bloody-
old is he? He's got to be like 70.
Yeah, at least. How old is he, Harry?
74.
What the hell?
Yeah. Does he look like 74? You look 74.
When I'm 74. Oh, that was 64, wasn't it?
Yeah, it still worked though. If you didn't say that, it would be fine.
Just,
Yeah. You just
we-
pissed
we
over your
demand
chips, Eric.
old Paul Hogan pictures.
Yeah, I want a Paul Hogan picture in this weird little crocodile leather thingy with his skinny arms. Grr. I will fight you, crocodile. Ah.
Well, I do have
That's
a picture of him.
He still wears that Crocodile Dundee costume now. That's all he ever wears.
It's
When he's
his
74.
entire wardrobe. He has 47 of them. He just walks around downtown.
So many
downtown-
core cats.
Is that
I
his
was going to
wife?
say he just walks around downtown Australia, just wanting kids to recognise him. I used to be famous.
Oh, he looks old now.
Oh
And
my
he
god, he
also-
looks like Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile.
That's the
Oh,
bird. That's
yes.
the bird from the original Crocodile Dundee, isn't it?
She's not bad, considering probably how old she is.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. There's no way he's delivering the goods to that.
See, the kangaroo.
I vote myself for the job. Here, honey. Come my way. Get a little bit of Lawn Boys post 1975. It's better than Savile, love.
Oh dear, we're only 40 minutes in and we've already had 3 references to Savile.
They'll probably keep
No,
coming
he
as well.
looks. Look at him. Look. Do you know what he looks like he's doing? It's like someone's staring at her rack and he's looking at the cameraman behind the other camera and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah,
who are you
that's
looking
he looks
at?"
pissed off.
I think she might have had a little bit of work done.
No.
No!
I think if you put her in front of a candle, she would melt.
Would you though?
Yeah.
Yes. What, Paul Hogan?
No pause or hesitation.
I'd get with Paul Hogan, but only so I could get to her.
just yeah.
That's what you
just
say
wrong.
to all the ladies, isn't it, Dave?
Do you think
Oh,
she'd ever
yeah.
play with the Wallabies?
Is that what he says to all the ladies? Yeah, love, I'll go through Paul Hogan to get to you.
Yeah. It should be. It is from now on. Job done,
That
isn't
means
it?
Dave
Kind of
doesn't
shut
somebody.
up and half, isn't it? Right,
Tell
I'm
you
going to
what,
find
though.
some more booze and I'll be back.
You're gonna
Dave.
fire some more booze.
Dave, we were
Fine.
talking about Doom before you came on. Look! We are brothers!
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Yours is bigger than mine.
I know, man. It's only
Look
only,
at you cocky Scottish bastard. I know, man.
only experienced Iron Brew handlers get the big ones.
Yeah, I'm still a trainee. I'm learning, but I'm
Yeah, I
learning
know,
in the
man.
ways. I'm following you.
You'll get your
Does that make
Iron
me your
Brew wings.
Padawan?
Maybe.
Yeah. Say Ocklanu.
Fuck the new.
I don't know. I'm being stereotypically racist now, apparently, to Scottish people. Do you have
you-
electricity up there?
Yes.
I heard that across the border it's actually 1972. Try not to draw when I do that. I'll
Are
tell
we
you what,
enjoying the Iron Brew?
it's alright. It doesn't taste like rust, which I thought it might, but and
Zach, sorry, have you ever heard of this?
Nope.
I love the fact he says, "Yep, put it straight out there. What is that piss you're drinking? That's not Coca-Cola."
This is
Sorry,
basically
I'm ruining
Scotland's-
everyone's accent tonight.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Scotland's drink that's not alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only really drink.
He dismissed
water
it because there's no alcohol in it.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I don't drink soda anyway, so
Oh.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not,
that's
but-
okay.
No. You
Pop.
don't have to drink soda, but you can drink pop.
Yes.
Okay, well I don't drink pop either.
Bastard.
Or juice.
You're
You
racist
drink-
against soft drinks.
Yeah, I sometimes drink juice like wine and apple juice and stuff.
Wine is juice. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's have some juice.
Is it fizzy juice?
It's fizzy
Fizzy.
juice. What
Excuse
kind
me,
of juice are
drinking
you
pops.
drinking tonight, Zach? Out of that
Uh,
can.
I'm just drinking beer right now.
What's the brand?
This is
Let's
Busch.
give them a shout out because they might be almost bankrupt, so we should help them.
Bush.
Bush Light.
Yeah.
That's an awesome name.
Bush Light sounds like someone who's trimmed their bikini line.
Yeah.
Or is it torch that you use to do so?
Yes.
Okay, comments. What do you reckon? Luther Mason says, "Good evening, gentlemen. We
Good
aren't
evening, Luther.
we aren't nearly drunk enough," which is 100% true. So get the
That's
beers.
because I don't start drinking till past. It's gone past 10 o'clock. That's my drinking rule. Can't drink unless it's gone past 10 o'clock.
What if you're on a night out? You'd like, no, Coke, please.
No, I start. Yeah, you go. That was very British of you. Very English of you, I should say. No,
It just,
do
it
believe
just
that it is only 10 to 10. Therefore, I shall be on the carbonated beverages of a softer nature. Oh my God! I just turned into Patrick Moore.
No, he just walks around and puts all the clocks back an hour.
But look! I don't ask me how I managed to buy this, but I did. And I'm sure there was logic in it at the time, so I'm going to drink it because I paid for it. But it's a petrol station 4 for £1 bottle of lemonade. How sad is it?
So how does that taste? Oh, live taste test on the RetroUnlim live stream.
Chug
Ooh,
it, chug
Ben
it,
Affleck
chug it, chug it, chug it.
It might be shit. Hang on.
Yes.
Hey, what was that overpretentious woman who described everything as smelling like a bouquet of flowers when she tasted stuff?
Jilly Golden or something.
Yes. It smells like rotting fetus.
Oh no, don't drink that, it's turpentine, no!
I'm sorry, Spa, to piss on your chips, but if this is lemonade, right, why does it taste like tonic water? There is no flavour in my lemonade. I demand flavour. I'm flavour denied. I'm quite upset, really. In fact, I might leave.
Can you not get, I don't know if you still can, but could you not get 2-litre big bottles in some sort of supermarket for like 9p a while ago? Like value lemonade or...
Well,
I
like
think you can.
Tesco's Smart Price or
yeah,
something.
something like that.
It's,
It's cheaper than water.
yeah, in fact, we should just buy it and bathe in it.
That would be
Not as a group, obviously.
Well, I don't know, I could be up for that.
Hey!
Couldn't find any more booze.
Are you dry already, Rich?
I'm dry already, it's right. Piss take. I've got Coke Zero left, but that's no good to me.
Oh, don't diss Coke, don't diss Coke. Colo CPC says, "Hi all, weird, this video didn't show up in my subs. Looks like YT changed things around once again." Yes, indeed they did. I'd just like to apologise for the fact...
I just want to say, James, you look amazing as Anchormonkey.
I done that, do you like it?
It's brilliant. Can you do one of me?
Yeah, man, I can do anything. For
Me,
you.
even do it now and come back.
Oh, what's in that iron brew?
Internet hug. Oh, I didn't even notice the Iron Brew. I thought it was Scotch.
It's got a little
And
reflection on it.
this is the greatest song in the world, and if you disagree, I will fight you. I've been boning up on Anchorman all week. Oh, in fact, I would bone Anchorman.
When's the
putting it out
second
there.
one out? Anybody?
18th or something.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
When's it out on Pirate?
Oh, Christina Applegate. I would love to plough Christina Applegate. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Everyone in the room right now is just thinking, yes, you would, sir, and I probably agree with you. Mr. Burgundy, are you aware you have a massive erection?
Oh, I'm
It's
gonna
just the way my
watch that again.
pants are cut. There's nothing to see here. Don't act like you're not impressed.
That is an awesome film. Harry, can you're the cameraman. I demand a picture of Christina Applegate
Okay.
Preferably butt naked.
with as little clothes as
On a
possible.
zebra.
Do me on that. Wait, what's he saying? Do me on that unicorn. More people should be ploughed on unicorns. I demand it.
So says
By the way-
Long Boys Post 1975.
Therefore, we must make it law.
Yes.
By the way, I watched this last night, and it's absolutely amazing.
I've not seen it.
It's
No, I haven't seen it
fucking brilliant. And there's a little documentary on it. It says Matt Damon plays saucy motherfucker. Sorry. Matt Damon plays rugby, and do you know what I love? And I'm not, being derogatory towards, the fact that Americans don't play rugby, but it's funny when they interview Americans the first time after they've played rugby, and they're like, "That's a really brutal sport." Really? What was the first giveaway? The fact that they've all got cauliflower ears, no teeth, and their nose is crooked. Wish I would have all of the above if I got to spend 5 minutes with the lovely Miss Applegate. Just so I can ask her questions about Al Bundy, I'll be honest. Hey, do you remember that episode when Al Bundy did this? Do you remember Psycho Dad?
How old is she now?
40?
Is she? Yep, still would.
What's this becoming, this stream?
Isn't it
This is
funny,
just a
right?
Donny Perv show.
Come to the conclusion that because obviously I'm 38, the quicker you approach 40, the more lenient you are on your standards. Anyway, welcome to the video gaming live stream where we always talk about video games and absolutely nothing, that's not video game related. I do her, I would.
That's nice.
I'm going to Google Christina Applegate video games and see if I can come up with something which might be relevant.
They should have made a Married with Children video game that used the Everyone's a Wally game engine. No one knows what Everyone's a Wally.
Nope.
Oh my god, I'm old.
Samantha Fox Strip Poker, but with Christina.
I have found something.
You sound like you just jizzed.
I did. It's over Christina Applegate. There's 10 little known facts about Christina Applegate, and let me just find it here. It was on the fucking thing on Google. Where is it now?
Come on, Rich.
Oh yeah, little known facts. Christina Applegate once played the video game Guitar Hero so often that she got a migraine that lasted for 2 weeks.
This is just going to turn into Christina Applegate Chuck Norris facts, because if it is, win.
Give us another one, Rich. Give us another one.
Christina Applegate once played head over heels so often that she died. Was brought back to life.
I heard that Christina Applegate named both her breasts. The left one is Gareth and the right one Southgate. Dust Bunny.
I'm just looking at the picture of Christina Applegate, sorry.
I'm going to take that away.
No, we can't take it away. No, come back.
Dave, we're going to get back to the topic before you came on.
What was the topic? Sorry, that's my bad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
By the way, it's very sexy.
It was Doom.
Doom.
20 years old this week, David.
Oh my god, and still, don't call me David, you bastard.
Christina Applegate once played Doom so often.
Are you on your Doctor Who weird electronic smoke faggy thing? That got away from me.
I have indeed. Look, I'll go show it again. It's got
I like to think. See, they missed a trick, right? When you inhale it, it should go. That's a really bad impression of Darth Vader with asthma. I meant the TARDIS.
I was going to ask why would it sound like Darth Vader. Dave, when was the first time you played Doom?
I remember it well. It was a summer's morning, 1995. Children were playing quietly in the street. J.R. Hartley was flogging stuff on the TV. And no, I think I got the shareware. Do you remember when the first time someone explained to you what shareware was? And you just went, wait, hang on, it's free? No. What do you mean I can just get this and it costs me nothing? Oh, it's going to be like a level. Wait, no, you say it's 6 levels? Oh my god, this is the future.
Shareware.
So yeah, like, I don't know, 1994, 95, and I do remember thinking, oh my god, this 3D shit I'll never catch on.
Where did you play it for the first time?
Where? Coventry.
Thanks.
Dave, was that shareware formerly Sonny and shareware?
Yeah, prior to face planting a tree. Too soon? It's just terrible, isn't it? You can make a morbid joke, and then you have to wait for people to catch up and understand that, do they know that bloke's dead, and how he died. Anyway, what?
He's dead?
Sonny skied into a tree.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he's dead.
Cher made him do
Did
it.
it happen? I reckon he faked his own death to get away from the succubus that is Cher. You know, on that video with all the Navy blokes, she banged every single one of them, and that was before the movie. That was before the video was shot. And then that big gun she sat on, yeah, you know, the big gun she sat on, she banged that as well. And then she flew away into space.
You're on form, Mr. Dave.
I'm always on form because I'm. No, I'm not. I've lost it. Never mind. Doom, 20 years old. Fucking hell. How old does that make Quake? Which is the greatest first-person shooter ever.
Good question. What's your favourite version of Doom? Anyone?
It's Doom 64.
The Spectrum version.
No.
There is a Spectrum version.
Yeah.
I've played it. It's horrible. But
I've
in
not
its defence, it clearly hasn't got the horsepower to do Doom. But
What's the worst version anybody's played?
3DO.
And you
It just makes my mind vomit in flips. And the last time I played it, I don't know. I think 1/3 of my brain went 14 years into the past. It's terrible.
It's bad. So although we've got a mini game going on tonight, Zach.
Yep.
Do you know what a 3DO is?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's America. It's not the third world.
Sorry, but he didn't know what a Spectrum was. An Amiga or an Atari ST.
In its defence, Spectrums are kind of rare in North America.
Yeah.
Although there is an American Spectrum, believe it or not.
Is that?
Yeah, it was. It's the Timex Spectrum. You know those blokes who make calculators.
Yes.
Find a picture, Harry. Back me up. It absolutely tanked, and for whatever reason, even though you load games on tape, it's not compatible with European games.
So is it basically the same but just branded differently?
No, it looks completely different.
But the same hardware, no?
Yeah, it's same hardware.
Yeah.
And there's a knockoff Russian version as well.
I have heard of one of them.
I think I might have a picture of the knockoff Russian version.
That would make an amazing video, wouldn't it? But someone plays the American version and someone plays the Russian version, and the Rocky IV soundtrack's in the background. And they fly into each other and explode.
Is that it there?
Weird.
Well, that's something.
That looks like a dodgy 48K version, doesn't it?
It does. That's yeah, because the US one's got like hard keys as opposed to our flaccid rubber keys. Why did they give it rubber keys?
It was a bad move.
I think he was being distracted by the incredibly fit women he was ploughing at the time.
Ploughing. I don't think I've ever used that word in a sentence. Yeah, I went out
that's
last
my
night,
gift. That's my gift to Scotland.
and I ploughed some women.
Yeah. Sorry, I just sound like such a whore for saying that. Yeah. Ploughed her, Anna, mum.
So it's like a Somerset farmer. I plowed her.
Yeah.
Referring to his
planted
fields.
my Hey, whoa, what? Maybe it does have rubber keys.
That
Does it
was
say-
bizarre.
Oh, that's Timex. That's the Timex one. I thought it had hard keys.
Never mind that. 2048. Back to the Future.
Wait a
Pow. I
minute.
like the bit at the bottom that
It says
says
POW.
pow. How can that be? Why would it be pow if it's in the States? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Maybe
I'm confused.
personal. No, it doesn't. I thought it stood for someone else.
Personal Allen's device or something.
This is personal color computer, isn't it? It's definitely. That's
Seeing
bizarre.
hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people watch this stream, we should ask someone in the comment section to go and confirm whether the Timex has rubber keys and come right back.
Yes, please somebody do that right now. Oh, speaking of the stream,
And someone lend me a tenner.
yes, lend me a 20 quid. Smooth MJ is here, as is Wingnut.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. He's unfortunately not going to be joining us tonight, Wingnut, because he feels like poop, and he waves.
He waves poop. It could be worse. He could be drawing on the walls with it. I like the fact that that key says magenta. And there's a true video as opposed to fake video. I hate fake video. It really gets on my tits.
Right, bastards on the fake videos.
What do you think inv video is?
Look at the same keys on this one. Yeah, look. Yeah, look. In video. In video, true video. What does it do?
Oh, no, that is a sexy beast indeed.
In video.
Everyone's waving their spectrums around. I feel left out because I emulate
Yes,
mine
true
on my
video,
Wii.
in video. Yes. What's graph?
He sounds like a professor. Yes. True video, fake video. The square
And
root.
over here.
Can you tell me what pi is to 13 decimal places?
What does the graph button do?
It draws graphs, obviously.
Rich, is it this button here? This one?
That's the one there.
I don't know.
I've never used it from what I can remember.
I feel so left out right now.
Why don't modern
got a phone.
keyboards? Why don't modern keyboards have a break
I've got a
button
9
anymore?
key.
A break button?
Yeah.
Well,
Spectrums have a break button.
well
I'm
on
looking
the
at my
Amstrad
laptop.
CPC,
No,
on
it
the Amstrad CPC, the escape button was the break button.
Well,
Yeah.
they were cheap. See, real computers have separate buttons for break.
Yeah.
Right, look at this picture and
Go.
tell me that's not cheap.
That's not cheap.
You liar!
I want one.
I want one. I think it looks actually quite sexy.
Can you get them on eBay? Somebody have a look.
Oh dear.
That's it now, James. It's going to be the USA Timex Quest.
Quest. What's it called? A Timex. What are you going to call it? A
Timex.
Timex computer?
Timex computer 2048, so it's from the future.
I'll do
Yeah,
20.
it's come back. It's come back to kill Sarah Connor.
No, don't make me say it.
So, go on, say it. You know you want to.
Don't make me say it.
There's one in Portugal.
I like the way you pinned it down to a locale. That's good.
It's on the Algarve.
How many euro is it?
149 of those American dollars.
That's funny. 149 quid. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, $149.
They are rare, though. I mean, I know they. But the thing is, you won't be able to play anything on it because it won't play PAL games, and they release like 5, North American games or something. I don't know.
That's bizarre that it won't play PAL games, considering like.
I like the key at the bottom that says bright, and next to it it says over. That's when you. What was it? The shortcuts for coding, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's quite impressive though, although I never have one.
I want a Flavor Flav and wear it around my neck.
Yeah.
Just spend $149 on it just to have it as a giant necklace.
Just when you walk into a big party and everyone else has got clocks and you're wearing that around your neck, you just go, "You're so fucking yesterday, people. Sort your shit out."
How many parties do you go to where people have got clocks?
It's every day. It's a Bristolian thing. Well, you do not have that in Scotland.
Well,
No.
Dave,
Oh my God, it really is 1962, isn't it?
it actually is.
You practically can't walk down the high street without banging into someone's clock. That's like
Well, it's funny you were talking about this because it is Timex that made the computer. They make clocks as well, don't they? So there you
Do
go.
they? I just got the name. Sorry. Don't keep the picture up. I was trying to read. There's a key that says cat as well.
There's one that says deafen.
Deaf?
Deafen.
As in.
Deaf.
Wow, that's creepy. Oh, you mean deaf? Sorry. Never mind.
Deaf.
Anyway, me and my clock. Crazy.
Did anybody ever see All Clued Up? Never mind. Moving on.
No, hang on. Why does that ring a bell? It's probably not in a good way. Why does that ring a bell?
It was an old quiz show where there was a gigantic keyboard and people would walk up to it, select a button. It was a video game of Hangman. You would select one of the lit keys on the big keyboard, and it would fill it in like the game
I
of Hangman.
vaguely remember it.
I got a vague. Or am I confusing it with the, kids quiz show where they got to play hypersports, and I wanted to have sex with the female host. I don't know.
I'm seeing about a trend with tonight's chat, Dave. I think you just want to have sex.
What are you offering?
Not until after 10, once I've started drinking.
What's going on here?
This joke
Dave,
would be
I've
funny if
deliberately
I had a watch.
You what?
I said,
Dave,
then
I've
when you
got a
said not to have the
topic.
10, it went like that. You
I've
got a topic?
for
Oh,
you,
you're a
Dave,
host,
that-
aren't you? I
that
tell you
I've
what,
done-
when I watched the preview yesterday of who's going to host tonight, I was kind of like, don't be me, don't be me, don't be me.
I think you would maybe know before, like, last night.
Well, yeah, but I'm retarded. Have you not picked up on that yet? Oh, Christ alive, man. I walk into a room with people with clocks around their neck. That's not a giveaway for retardedism.
You've
Is that-
just
Did I just invent a word there?
You've just shattered the illusion of the promo. Did you not know that is actually the genuine selection of the host? And don't you forget it.
Yeah.
Totally random.
So I'm going to flag my image as copyright, and therefore I never have to be a host.
Well, conveniently,
topic.
you said the copyright issue, Dave, because I've deliberately held off this topic until you were here, because I knew you'd maybe have something to say about it.
It's in. Apparently all the changes are in. And
Google.
the big channels are being absolutely hammered.
Google, get on.
Yeah.
Basically.
And it's funny because Steve Benway sent me a PM the other day saying, because loads of people said to me, "Hey, you doom-monger, look at you, don't you feel really fucking stupid for taking all your videos down?" And I went, nope, not really, because I shouldn't say this out loud, touch wood, I haven't had a single flag, and I know that it's gone flagtastic out there, hasn't it?
Yeah, but to be fair, it won't have any effect on you unless you monetize your videos.
Ah, but that's not entirely true, you say there, young Jim. Oh, Jimbo, you're so naive. Sorry.
Young Jim, me fellow, me lad.
No, because I've heard, well, people have told me that, well, maybe that it was coincidence, I don't know, but I have 3 PMs right now of people saying, this got taken down, it's not fair, I'm not even monetized. Ah.
Really?
To which I said, well, in their defense, mate, you have cutscene in there, but never mind.
I have, yeah, it depends. If it's something from Sega or Nintendo, then they might have a big shit fit about it, but most other stuff, you should just get a content ID claim and just, bing, just
Oh, did you
acknowledge
hear,
it.
though, Classic Game Room has left eBay? No, it's not left eBay. Classic Game Room has left YouTube.
That
Yeah, he
fucking
has.
sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's a
And,
huge pity.
Rich from Review Tech posted a very, very good video, and
Yeah, sorry.
is it just me, but it's odd watching Rich vlog to the camera. It's not bad, but I'm just saying, I'm just used to seeing first-person shooters
Yeah,
with
I
him
know.
walking over the top. But yeah,
You should
and
not think,
was-
right? It's a case of see all these people having a big shit fit and whatever. And fair enough, it might be certain people's livelihoods or whatever. But is it not maybe give you the, I don't know how to word it, but the impression that they're more interested in the money than doing it for a hobby or for the love of it? If they're having
Actually,
such
I
a
can kind of
shitty fit.
see though, if it is someone's legitimate job and that they've stopped working and this is what they focus on and they pay taxes on it and whatever, then yeah, it kind of is a big deal. And it's funny because Rich said that in his video, and I mean I do this as a hobby, and there's nothing wrong with anyone who does it's a job. It just I don't know. I can't be asked to monetize because, let's be honest, anything that requires more than 4 keystrokes to me is complicated and I can't be bothered. But he said when people go like, oh, how dare you make money out of this? No, this isn't a real job. This is easy. And he said, well, set up a channel, plow loads of your time into it, and then see if you can do it. It's not that easy, and I kind of agree with that. When people,
It's the fact that it seems to be mostly the gaming community, and like, who's the #1 subscribed YouTuber?
Who's the what? PewDiePie.
#1 YouTuber subscriptions, exactly. And what does he do? Video game Let's Plays.
Yeah, do you know what? And I can't. I'm going to be indifferent to him because I'm not going to be one of those people who say I hate him or whatever. And this is not a fashion statement, but I've never watched him. Maybe if I did, he'd be amazing.
Neither have I.
I've never actually bothered to watch him.
Either have I. But it seems like YouTube used all these people quite happily over the years, made them billions.
That's it.
billions.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Now just went
Yeah, most
fuck
definitely.
off. then that's it. Game over.
But that's what Rich said, and he's right. They could be in danger of. Don't get me wrong, copyright infringement, is bad and terrible, and you shouldn't do it. And from a legal perspective. But at the same time, those who are playing within the parameters of what supposedly is quotation fingers fair use, they could be in danger of pissing on their chips here. They could basically fuck themselves over and destroy their income. I'm not saying that'll go away, but you know what I mean? If they hammer all these people who are playing with what I like to consider fair play, then if they, like Classic Game Room, if they alienate them all and they all get the fuck out of Dodge, that's quite a substantial, kick in their pockets, money-wise.
How is it going to work? Obviously, sorry, Harry. Obviously, the likes of Angry Joe, I don't know if the majority of people probably know about him. He does his video reviews and whatever, and he's been quite hard. But then obviously you've got the likes of IGN and Smosh, and how are they going to get around it? If are they going to be able to show gameplay video and other people aren't, or how is that going to work?
And also there's the fact that you can have permission from the author to show footage, and yet people are still getting flagged even though they have, permission to use the material.
That's because YouTube is above copyrights.
That's because YouTube is one step down from God, isn't it? Let's be honest.
YouTube is
Google is
one step up from God, really.
There are two people in this world who don't pay tax. One is God, and the other one is Google.
What about the Gaming History Source's idea of a strike in January?
I saw that. I think.
Yeah. Gaming History Source has put a video up, basically saying that there should be a strike of some sort. Basically, I'm not sure exactly how it works. I don't understand it, but basically making all your videos private for a week. Can anybody sort of chip into this? Because I don't. I've watched it. But
I'll tell you what. I'm sold on that. I do like a little bit of industrial action.
Yeah, but it's.
Yeah, but you know what Google will do, because Google is so powerful? They'll just clone Margaret Thatcher, bring her back, and she'll break the strike. And then they'll put her to rest.
Wingnut is proposing that everybody set all of the videos to private for a week. And I don't know if he's asking everybody to upload a video saying, "This is the YouTube strike," or...
Oh, I see how it works.
I think we should all put up a video saying, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall."
But
tear down this
I
wall.
understand obviously it's going to affect people's livelihoods and whatever, and that's quite sad if it's going to, this time of year, and it's going to give people massive monetary problems and stress and whatnot. But personally, it doesn't affect me, so I don't really care that much.
You indifferent bastard.
Yes, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's the attitude that everybody takes.
My name is Jimbo, and I would like to say,
I do not care about you. Yeah. Screw you.
I care where people like Classic Game Room disappear, but
But as Rich said about him, though, he was the epitome of fair use. So,
yeah.
and he left because he was getting hammered. So, like, I don't know. Google, tear down this wall, or something. I don't know. We need David Hasselhoff to sing a song. He could fix this.
Well, Hasselhoff is in Nottingham at the moment in pantomime, so I can see if we find him.
You should.
Is he in your pantomime?
He's not in my pantomime, no, but he's playing Captain Hook at the Theatre Royal in Nottingham at the moment. So I'll go and see what I can do.
Going back to the YouTube
copyright some strings
issue.
There, Rich.
On you go, Harry.
Going back to the YouTube copyright issue, last week the Console Snob suggested we start a hashtag on Twitter, gameplay yes. So I'm now going to have a look to see if anybody has twittered or tweeted, and no, it's just me and Michael Burhan, and that's it. So the campaign, well, at least, yeah, well, at least it's gathering some steam, even if it is dead.
Be curious, what do you think? Do you think they'll backtrack in any way, or?
No, see, even if they realise they possibly should, the Google strikes me as one of those companies that just won't admit they've made a mistake. They're like the Ford Motor Company, with the fact that their cars in the 70s, if you rear-ended them, they exploded, and it was cheaper for just to pay out the families of the people who burned to death than it was to rectify the fucking fault with a 57p rubber washer. I don't know why I went into that level of detail.
Well, weren't Ford big supporters of a Nazi party in the 40s?
I know Disney was. That's why his head's still frozen.
I watched the documentary on Hitler, and there was something about Ford being they gave a load of free vehicles to the Nazi party.
Yes, I think
Do
I
you
saw
Hitler
that.
knew? Do you think Hitler knew his mustache was shit?
He probably
must
thought he
have.
was the shit. He probably thought it was amazing. With his
Yeah.
funky little moustache. But Google or YouTube, Google YouTube or the Google Tube,
We
you
need
Google.
to steer away from Hitler and back to the question.
Exactly. Before you mention Jimmy Savile again. Apparently they have released a statement.
Oh, they
which
have,
says,
yeah.
Oh, can we hear that?
In full, although it's not exactly very long, it says we recently enabled content ID scanning on channels identified as affiliates of multi-channel networks. This has resulted in a new copyright claims for some users based on policies set by relevant content owners. As ever, channel owners can easily dispute content ID claims if they believe those claims are invalid. But a lot of these games publishers and whatever are saying, we've not done this.
Yeah, Codemasters issued a statement, didn't they? Codemasters were really, really pissed off, saying someone put an article up in the press or something saying that this thing, because it's made the real news. And yeah, here's a list of software houses that are doing this because they don't want you to use their information. And Codemasters actually said anyone who wants to use our stuff in any way whatsoever, and even monetize it, and even use our cutscenes, can do so or something.
Oh, great. Yes, I'm going to do a 10-part Brian Lara cricket special. Oh, I'm tough now, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to do Dizzy on the Spectrum.
To the ashes.
Yes. No, I don't think so. We'll not talk about the ashes,
that statement. I tell you what, that fucking smart price, whatever bloody lemonade is nothing but a recipe for disaster in your throat.
I told you it was turds.
Ugh. I lost my thread as well. Oh, yes, the statement. But what that statement kind of sounds like is, to some degree, which is, yeah, sorry everyone who's been partnered and everyone who's affiliated with the network, we've been ignoring your asses for too long.
Yeah.
Now you have to play by the same rules as everyone else.
Oh, so I guess that's a good thing then, isn't it?
Well, no, but I'm just saying, that's what it sounds like.
Changing, really. The rules aren't changing. Not really. It's just other people are. Do you know what I mean? Same sort of rules, if you like.
Yeah.
Are we sick of YouTube then?
No. I'm new. I've just started.
I'm old and jaded. I would have been on here. I will have been on here for 3 years in February.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a before and after of somebody who's been on YouTube. Before, James. After, Dave.
I'd like to play Paul Hogan's missus if she's got time. I don't want to inconvenience her.
Well, guys, I've got a bit of a proposition for you. I mentioned this.
No, I'm not that way inclined, but I am flattered. Thank you for asking. Thank you
I'll
for
do
asking.
anything for Iron Brew. Anything.
But you won't do that.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for Iron Brew, but I won't do that. Sorry, that was supposed to be a Scottish meatloaf.
I thought so.
I'm sorry, but I have a sort of proposition for you.
James, your cup is the size of the budget deficit. Sorry.
Proposition.
More cups would be bigger, is what I'm trying to say.
I was trying to get his cup on camera at that time,
Sorry.
but I couldn't do it in time. There we go. There we are, yes. So, what do you guys think of this? I'd like all the people out there in the stream.
It looks
guys,
confected. Sorry.
And you guys here in the stream with me tonight to pitch in, if you can be bothered. But if RetroUnlim were to...
You sounded so jaded, Harry. if you can fucking be bothered, you bastards. I don't know why we do this.
Yeah. But if RetroUnlim were to produce a commercial television show, what would you like to see in that?
Me.
Cars and guns and boobs and games and
I
games and boobs.
I want just Games Master, but now I'll host it. Give me a wig and glasses.
Yes, you can be.
I think we should. I think it should be Top Gear with me, Yakum, and Jimbo. Obviously, I'm James May, the cool one. You can both be. One of you can be the weird little idiot who almost died, and someone else could be Jerry Clarkson. But I'm fucking James.
I'll be the Top Gear dog. No, I'll be a Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper.
I'll be that guy who left in like the couple of series.
Yes.
The really fat bloke.
Yeah.
I remember him.
He
but
used to
only
write
from
on windscreens. He did another show, didn't he, on some weird Discovery Wheels or whatever it was,
Yeah,
and he used to
what's
write
that?
with a pen on the windscreen of the car, and just go bosh, bam, bosh. You could buy this car for £100, and he'd write it really quickly. And I remember thinking, you're really overweight.
No wonder they sacked him if writing quickly was his specialist skill.
Did you ever hear what James May did when he was a journalist?
Yes, I know what you're going to say now.
What?
Well, would you like to finish it for me, because I'm struggling to remember?
Yes,
Where
when-
he wrote articles. He had to do, was it calendar or something? I don't know, but you could spell out the first letter of each page or something, spelled out a naughty thing, something. Finish
What?
it for me, Harry, and save the joke.
I'm going to look it up now to get the genuine story.
Did you know that Top Gear actually started in 1977 and was hosted by Angela Rippon?
Yeah, and Noel Edmonds was on it as well.
That's crazy.
Do you know what made me laugh? Because I was watching a clip on them on BBC 4 last night when they do their Top of the Pops thing. And, yeah, Noel Edmonds is in there with this big bouffon. And I got the impression that if Noel Edmonds had been in your car and then he left, you probably would have got in afterwards and thought that maybe a Labrador had been in there and shedded. His hair is so funny.
I have James May's Wikipedia page up here, and it says, allegedly, during the 1980s, May worked as sub-editor for the Engineer and later Autocar magazine, from which he was dismissed for performing a prank. Blah, 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 blah. And that's all it says. It doesn't
I
So we don't know what
know.
the prank was.
That's it.
No, but it spells out something really funny, like, I don't know, they asked me or forced me to make this article and it's crap. And that's really unsexy version of it, but he had to do a different review of everything on a different day or something, so he made, because the first letter was sort of, you know, embossed or large or coloured or something, he made a point of wording it in such a way that if you took the first letter of every one of them,
Yes.
when they were put side by side, they spelled out something like, I can't believe the editors made me do this, they were a bunch of idiots or something.
That is
So
awesome.
we should, someone call James May right now and ask him. And then ask him to say cock, and we'll use it as a soundbite.
And then you'll get flagged.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a picture of it here. It says, so you think it's really good? Yeah. You should try making the bloody thing up. It's a real pain in the ass. That's what it says. It's a full issue of Autocar Special Road Test Yearbook issue, 100 cars tested, and the introduction for each paragraph on each page, the initial spells out what I just read.
That is
I
awesome.
love James May. He's amazing. I say we clone him and keep him safe for the future.
Put him in a time capsule
Yes.
in the Blue Peter Garden.
And then we should, because he's James May and he can do anything, we should ask James May to bring back Elvis.
And Bruce Lee.
Yes. Combined.
Oh no,
And then
because
com-
Elvis, young Elvis
And he
or
could,
old
and
Elvis?
then he could, young Elvis.
Because old Elvis got
fucking-
fat.
Yeah, old Elvis was just a drug-riddled, Colonel Parker-controlled, fucking bingo-winged bloke in a weird, dodgy white suit with wings freak. Young Elvis was sexy. Do you remember the bit in True Romance where because obviously he sees Elvis, doesn't he? Who's played by Val Kilmer, but it was it's trans when he's talking about if you had to fuck a man, who would you fuck? He goes, I'm not gay, but I'd fuck Elvis.
Man.
Surely
And I think I've just talked myself into watching True Romance tonight.
you'd take.
And it's
Jimmy.
funny because that's when Christian Slater was still cool. Surely we what?
I was going to say somebody after gender reassignment surgery you'd take, wouldn't you? If you had to.
Yes, ma'am. It's quite impressive, and don't call me Shirley.
Whatever happened
That's
to Christian
funny.
Slater? Christian Slater.
He,
what happened to him?
He
What
did that.
was
One of
some
my
show he done? Something about a radio or something? A radio station? Am I speaking shit?
Pump up the volume.
That's it.
There's no need to, criticise your Scottish language. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's shite. But no, what was the TV show he did that got cancelled? And I have it on DVD and I love it. My Own Worst Enemy. That was a brilliant show.
Never heard of it.
No one else seen it?
No,
Who did
I
that,
didn't
sorry?
know.
He plays. Basically, Christian Slater plays like this ninja James Bond bloke who they've put like something in his head to make him think he's a normal person, and then they activate him like he's an agent, you know, when they need him to do shit around the world. But something breaks, and so both personalities start conflicting against each other, and it was really good. That was the most underwhelming review of the show ever, but yeah, I concur. I endorse.
You sold it to me, Dave.
Is that a documentary about Google?
What? My own worst enemy.
Describe to me the Defcon Zero says, from what I hear, the Content ID flag is automated, and companies like Blizzard and some other companies have said that if you get the flag, dispute it right away.
But the thing about disputing stuff with Google, I mean, I know you did it, Jimbo.
Yeah, well, less than a day and it was fixed.
Yeah, but they just the problem with Google is they have no fucking customer service.
Yeah.
So if anything slightly more serious happens, you know, such as that twat who is back, I'm not going to say his name, but you know who he is, Clashing Clone, who's been flagging people's videos left, right, and centre. If you need to talk to someone about someone basically openly persecuting the channel, you can. If you can't say, look, Google, this is a problem. This is someone who's got a problem with, you know, me, and they're going mental against me. You know, that requires more than saying, Google, I dispute this, and there's no one to talk to.
Yeah,
probably because they've taken their vast amount of employees and find a way to make them concentrate on not paying taxes.
So are you saying that you only had to hit the dispute button and then it just automatically, that was all you had to do?
Me, no. One of my videos got flagged for it was a Battlefield 4 video, just content that was on it and whatnot. And I just basically hit a dispute button. You get to put in a description. I wrote a massive paragraph about fair use. And
does that show up in Video Manager then? Is that where you would see that it's someone's
content ID?
It?
There's a copyright section. If you go to Video Manager, there's a copyright section down the left-hand side. Click on it, and it shows up any matches. But one video was blocked or whatever, and I just clicked dispute, typed in a huge sodden paragraph about fair use and commentary and gameplay.
Basically, just typed in, "I will fight you with Iron Brew." And they shat pants.
But within a day, it was fine magically. I was quite surprised because I just thought, right, I'm just going to chance this and take the piss. And
I was quite surprised because at the start of that video, there's a chunk of the song, isn't there?
Mhm. There was what was it that? Turn around, bright.
Yeah,
you know what song is?
The song about the rabbits.
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
That's it. I deliberately spoke continuously through the whole of that song while it was playing, just so I could pick it up. I was like, I'm not going to stop speaking because if I do stop speaking, it's going to be content ID.
Hey, do you reckon you can block the content ID by singing over it with the same words that are in it?
I got round it by I did a video about Jurassic Park, and I actually put the Jurassic Park theme on it. But in the video, I'm playing on Mega Man on the Game Boy, so I put the Mega Man music on over it.
And the computer.
And the computer couldn't recognize it at all.
Yeah. So So did it sound like on your video? Not that I don't watch all your videos, but did it sound like just a big? Did it sound all right as a?
Yeah, because the Jurassic Park theme was like really low underneath. Right. You could still hear it. But then the Mega Man was just a bit louder. So
yes,
I got around it by sticking dollar bills down the front of Google's pants.
Yeah, that'll work.
See, I did it wasn't on my channel. It was for another channel. I did a live thing of the Xbox One unveil, and I got a copyright notice from Microsoft, which I disputed, saying it was fair use, and I'm just doing it. So, which they put it back on, and then Electronic Arts did one. A copyright thing, which I disputed, and they put it back on again. I've no idea. I watched it for a while, whether it's still on there or not. But
I've heard do you know who the Black Nerd is?
Yeah.
He created music that he owned, and he owned the copyright to, and one of his videos got flagged for his own music.
That's happened to me.
He had to write a letter to himself saying that he let himself make music in his own video before they would release it.
Nintendo do it a lot.
Writing a letter
I've done it a couple of times where Nintendo have flagged my my videos for using Nintendo game music.
Nintendo do. I've had Super Mario World gameplays.
Nintendo flagged my penis all the time.
It seems to me
does your penis look like Super Mario?
It looks
Say
like the
again.
Mushroom Kingdom. See what I did there? No, it's
What gets me is
Sorry.
though, like all these games.
Let's start the
publishers,
show with a little explosion.
if they were genuinely submitting these claims, then they don't understand what free advertisement is.
Exactly. I mean,
but
there's one thing to show cutscenes, and I can kind of understand the
Yeah.
shady areas of long plays and stuff like that. But to just like let's look at what my videos are when I do gameplays. You see the game. Clearly, you can't take anything educational from it because it's just me swearing a lot and badly playing the game. But it's still a promotional tool for the game. Granted, most of the games I play are from 30 years ago, so possibly you can't buy them anymore. But yeah, I don't understand. Which do you think they'd be like? Hey, check it out. All these bunch of people in their bedrooms are giving us free fucking publicity.
But if you want to buy a game, right, for a modern system, for example, I know myself, I go on YouTube and have a look at the gameplay. Do you know what I mean? Or a
Yeah.
review, or
Yes.
Because the Watson the warts and all approach with someone playing a game badly is far more indicative of whether it's got good gameplay or not than someone just going, I give this game 10 out of 10 for gameplay and graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
But seeing someone get stuck or clip or pop up and stuff like that to me is far better and more useful than any review would ever be.
But I think the issue is with control, isn't it? Because in the 90s and indeed the 80s, when all that we had was magazines and occasionally the odd
A VHS tape on the front of
Yeah.
a magazine.
bad influence, things like that, those cheesy shows.
I would have sorry, I have to say I would have done Violet. Just putting it out there.
no.
Well,
Well,
nipples.
They
Yeah,
could,
but in my defence, at the time I was 10.
in those days, they could bribe those media outlets by sending them free pies and things. But
Yeah.
now, there's millions and millions and millions of reviewers out there on
It's
YouTube.
just not enough pies, Harry.
No,
not enough
there's
pies.
not
There's a
enough
problem I
pies to
find every
go
day.
round. There you go.
Do you think that's part of the problem then? That they're genuinely trying to really control the whole situation. In theory, there'll be no bad reviews. And,
Yes.
Yeah.
But then my biggest problem with that is, or what I'd like to say, excuse me, dear software houses, if you are watching this, I would like to say, if you don't want me to say bad things about, I'm going to be all serious now, if you don't want me to say bad things about your games, don't make shit games.
Well, it's not their fault.
What's the problem though? Because there's been bad reviews for forever and a day.
Don't forget Konami's little ticket back in the day where they fiddled the books with their version of Nemesis on the Spectrum. One of the greatest conspiracy cover-up theories ever that was
Please
true.
explain yourself.
I'm sure I've explained this to you before. Right, Spectrum had a version of Nemesis that Sinclair user gave, Sinclair user classic, and it looked absolutely amazing. And when it came out, it looked nothing like it. And Sinclair user was kind of like, we will never talk about this again. But basically, Konami sent them a copy of the game. Obviously, it wasn't complete because they didn't submit. This is terrible. It's a reviewing magazine. They didn't submit full versions of the games all the time. But yeah, they sent them a copy of the game that was amazing. But the one that got released was shit and completely different. Which begs the question: why didn't they just carry on working on the second one they wrote for the magazine, and then release that? But yeah, no, look it up. If you look up the screenshots of Sinclair user review of Nemesis, and then look up the actual release of Nemesis, yeah, a little bit different, methinks.
It's quite sad.
By the way, Jimbo, I liked your Salamander gameplay yesterday.
That brick card.
That game's hard. Yeah. It's just the fact that because I did a gameplay of it a while back and then didn't even bother uploading it because I just looked at it and just went, no one's gonna like this because it's shit. But it's the fact that they go, right, what should we do? We should take a game where you need the full range of the screen to be able to move freely to avoid obstacles and enemy, and then we just cram it in here.
It's the fact
It's like playing a game on the surface of a 50p coin.
the screen's scrolling forward, and you can't fly backwards fast enough.
And then they take up some more of the screen by putting those lovely snakes down the side.
I know. It's impossible, that game is. I was thinking when I done it, completely changing the subject, but when I was playing it, how pissed off or not pissed off would I have been if I spent $7.99 or $3.99, depending on what the price was, when I was
did.
Jimmy?
I have it in the loft. I bought that. Oh, now I'm angry.
You can really only play it for
That's
10
quite
minutes.
a big difference, isn't it, between those two?
Oh, you're seeing it, are you? Yeah.
Oh, let me
Yeah.
see.
Oh, I've taken it off.
No,
You've
it's
only just
still-
noticed.
Side angle.
Put it back
Oh,
on.
you only just noticed.
Take it off, Harry. Harry?
No, I,
Take it all off.
Put it on.
to be fair, the one that they reviewed doesn't look like a Spectrum game.
No, it doesn't. It looks
It's like a-
it looks like an MSX game.
Yeah.
It's like when you get you will probably remember like old sort of cassette games when you look at the back and it's got screenshots and it's
Of
all
the
bright and colourful and
arcade.
magic, and it says screenshots may be taken from other systems. The arcade, the Amiga.
What it should say is screenshots aren't from your system.
Would you like
exactly.
me to read this out for you because it's chopped it off a little bit at the top? It says,
Faxbox.
this is Nemesis, as in Sinclair user, I believe. It was a hit in the arcades. Is it a hit on the Spectrum? Konami did a good job with Jailbreak, reviewed elsewhere this issue, but Nemesis was a game with such a powerful mixture of high speed and stunning graphics. It always seemed the more difficult conversion task. Blah 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 blah. It isn't all a matter of flying as fast as you can. Not only is it sometimes vital to vary your speed
This
to get past
journalist
obstacles.
is an idiot.
I know, they're actually reviewing the game. What is this? But I'll read the facts box there. It says, an excellent conversion of the wonderful coin-op. Straightforward gameplay, but some stunning animated graphics. 5 stars. And reviewed by Graham Taylor. Turn it, man!
Not only did he balls up our England campaign, he lied. On the fucking
The back of Salamander says, look, I don't know if how well you'll be able to see this, but can you see all the colours? That's just not a Spectrum game, is it?
Look at
Lies. It's all monochrome. It says, coin up hotshot, brilliant action hit, a fantastic conversion of the arcade hit. Super graphics, brilliant game, my bumhole.
I'll buy that.
for $1.
But like, you could surely you could get away with this nowadays.
Why are you
Putting
turning up here, James?
Putting a picture of this
All
and then you
right.
take it home and you buy it. You can't do that, and it's
On
wrong.
on the stream, that picture looked like something rather rude, I
They
have to say.
never get away with, like, when Sonic the Hedgehog came out, putting the Mega Drive graphics on the back of the Game Gear box or whatever.
Yeah. It's completely false art. You couldn't do that nowadays, surely.
But you can, because if you couldn't, why is it every time you walk into a fast food joint, the pictures of the burgers on the plastic at the top look nothing like the ones that you buy?
True.
It's like
One of
Resident
my
Evil.
most popular videos, and I don't understand. I don't
The
even know
McDonald's
why I
run.
did it. It was, yeah, it's in McDonald's. How did McDonald's get away with it? I was really annoyed though. I remember coming back, and I felt like somehow a little elf had eaten half my fries before I even got home.
An elf.
That's because elves are,
Of all the
you know,
things that could eat your fries, an elf.
elves. Fucking elf in
McDonald's.
safety. See?
A McDonald's gremlin.
Yeah, like the underpants gnomes in South Park.
The underpants gnomes.
Oh, Tweak was brilliant, wasn't he?
I love South Park.
What was the meme that came from the underpants gnome thing? Like question mark profit?
Yes.
What were the first two?
Oh. Collect
Oh.
underpants or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
Collect underpants. I don't
Best
know. I'll look it up now.
episode of South Park ever is Scott Tenorman Must Die.
Oh man, that is
Oh yeah.
Your parents.
Yo, Radiohead tells the kid he's a loser.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
sweet
fuck on.
tears, sweet tears.
Your tears taste so good.
Here we go.
He's licking them off his face. Isn't he?
Remind us never to fuck with Carmen again.
Know Your Meme says, the process, as explained by the gnomes, goes something like this. Step 1, collect underpants. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit.
Yeah. That show is brilliant. That show also had the Oh my God girl. She's like, oh my God.
Do you remember the one where Paris Hilton's in it, but the top of her head's missing?
Yeah, is that the one when who is it where Mr. Slave sits on her head and she goes all the way up his ass and dies?
Yeah, that's right.
Was it that one? Okay, yeah.
Oh my God.
There was a recent... Dave, there was a recent episode that aired in the States of South Park that said the phrase, sexy biscuits, and I'm going to look it up now.
Really?
No.
Yes!
Yeah. But I invented it before them. I got fucking... Have I got grounds for copyright?
Perhaps you haven't watched it yet. Perhaps they've got a little animated Dave on there saying "sexy biscuit."
No, it's a newsreader. I can find it.
That's
Here we
my
go.
fucking South Park, Viacom, whatever your fucking name is. That's my fucking property, you bastards.
Right, I don't want you to sue us, but I'm going to read it out. The narrator says this. Tonight at 10, it's a tale of lust, seduction, and murder on sexy betrayals. Then, at 7, some like their murder with a side of sexy biscuits.
You're
I
saying this
feel
is an episode of
violated.
South
They
Park?
stole me. Not only did they fist me up the ass, they stole my creative content.
There you go. You should
Flag it.
claim.
I have
Yeah,
free
that's what
legal
I was
cover.
gonna
The thing
say.
is, no, I have free legal cover. I'm going to look into this and see if I can sue them. All I've got to be able to prove is that I put it up before them. That said, though, I did have to remove quite a lot of my Sexy Biscuit intros because they were kind of probably going to flag copyright themselves. Because when I said to people, do something in front of a computer screen, there was quite a lot of music going on in the background.
Oh.
Legal biscuits, yeah.
Legal biscuits. I've got sexy biscuits to do for you, but I need a green screen first. I've got a good plan.
Stop talking
like-
about biscuits. You're making me
I like
hungry.
that. Aim high, aim high. I got
Exactly.
it. But I'm just currently saving up for my special effects budget.
It's gonna be Scottish themed. It's gonna be awesome.
You're gonna wear kilt. There better not be any drafts.
Kilts are heavy. They don't fly.
There's no Marilyn
Don't
Monroe moments
Wait,
going on.
is
there.
is that?
Is that why
was it-
there
was
are
it
no
Vic and-
Scottish?
Was that Vic and Bob said it? But what is it the sporran?
Spot
Isn't that basically just the world's best decorated coin purse?
That's all it is. It's just a purse that's on your cock. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a cock
cock
purse.
purse.
I like to
It's-
think,
it's-
though, you know, in the many wars between the Scottish and the English, the bottom line is, regardless of where and when you are in the history of the world, everyone doesn't like having their tackle exposed. So it could be a very, very fierce, horrible battle, and they're hacking each other. But then a gust of wind comes, and everyone just goes, "Ooh!" Covers their. I was going to say covers their dresses. Sorry, that's a horrifically racist statement.
It is. The sporran's the only time where a man can feel comfortable of just getting something out of a purse.
I'd like to see, you know, downtown Bristol, a Scotsman walk into a newsagent and then open his sporran, take his money out and buy his paper, and put his change back in it. Did you remember Blackadder Back and Forth? Which, don't get me wrong, I freaking love Blackadder, obviously, but Blackadder Back and Forth, which was the shit Sky TV version, but the funniest bit was because obviously Adrian's wall is a lot shorter now than it was, unless people weren't as tall back then. But yeah, just Stephen Fry walking along the top of it and just going, how exactly is this wall going to keep the Scots out? Because it's only 4 foot high.
Funny. Sorry, my wife just texted me. She's on her way home.
I miss your wife, now that she doesn't live here.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get rid of her again, but she says she has to be here for Christmas. Something to do with the kids and Santa or something.
Selfish of her.
Well, while there's a little bit
By
of
the way, I showed your picture on Facebook, Jim. Sorry, I feel I'm being very familiar when I call you Jim, but it's just the rules when your name is James. Your picture of your kid with this plastic thing, and I'm gonna put willies all over it. I showed it to my parents, and they pissed themselves.
That was well funny. I think it's one of the first. No, it's not. He says willy all the time. If he's not got his pants on, he's touching his willy.
No, but that's the law when you're a kid, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like when you went swimming at school.
It's the same when you're an adult, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you not got your pants on, touch your willy.
That's why pants were invented, as a natural shield between your hands and your winky.
You have to make sure it's still there and it's not falling off.
But there is an easy access panel on
linings of the
there.
pockets out.
Sorry?
You got to cut out the linings of the pockets.
Yeah. Was it? Well, I asked my parents when they said to me, you know, what do you want for Christmas? I said, I want a new pair of trousers and something to play with. So they bought me a pair of trousers and cut holes in the pockets.
Yeah.
Pocket billiards.
It was a lot funnier in my head with the elves.
It was a lot funnier in my pants.
That was disturbing.
That's what she said.
What was it? I was watching Anchorman the other day, and he goes, "What's it? Would you like to come to the pant party?" I'm sorry. Do you mean there's a party in your pants and I'm invited?
I have to watch Anchorman again. I miss it.
Brick is the shit.
Brilliant. And years from now, someone what's it? Work out I have an IQ of 40 and I'm retarded.
So, does anybody have any video game related topics they'd like to bring up tonight?
No, it's the live feed. We seldom talk about video games on the live feed.
We talked about Doom.
I played Dukes of Hazzard on the Spectrum last night.
I don't have that game.
It's shit, and it's it really wasn't worth the 15 minutes it took to load. Basically, it's got 3 keys. Your car going from left. It's like moon buggy, believe it or not. So you're in the general lead. The animation when the car rolls is absolutely brilliant, and it will roll a lot. Because trust me, this game is shit. So you're going along a road, right, and you can throw dynamites. But in the 25 minutes I was playing, I had yet to hit anything with the dynamites. And you can jump, and it goes, and then you press Alt. Excuse me, windy pops. You press symbol shift, and the car moves up or down. Like, it's, you know, when you play something you never quite completely feel 100% in control? That's that game. Plus, it starts off, because it's the 48K, the music at the start just goes...
Oh, that's a picture of it. By Elite.
Where's the bloody Alt button on the Spectrum?
There's symbol shift. I like to think that was the game that made Elite realise that they were shit, and therefore they should just concentrate on brilliant arcade ports.
Symbol shift.
How do you shift
Symbol
a symbol?
shift.
Symbol
There's
shift.
2. There's one on the other side too. Yeah.
Symbol shift.
Symbol shift.
Am I the only person who
what
thinks
game's in there?
symbol shift sounds like the password for a Mason's Lodge? Symbol shift.
James,
Can you see
what's the
game's
game in
Dave?
there?
What game is it?
Bubble Bobble, isn't it?
Bubble Bobble. Say Bubble Bobble 10 times really quickly.
Bubble Bobble 10 times really quickly.
No. I'm not going
Because I heard if you say Bubble Bobble 10 times really quickly in front of a mirror.
I'm not going to play your twisted mind
Tony
game.
Todd comes out.
I live in the countryside. Mirrors.
Yes,
are
I'll
so
play
scary.
two-player with you.
Best episode of Supernatural ever is still the Bloody Mary episode from season 1. Where they get Bloody Mary to see her own reflection, and her own reflection kills her. Oh, sorry, spoilers out there.
Oh! I haven't seen that film yet.
Am I the only person, right? Because I do love Supernatural, but am I the only person where it's just like stop making it already? Because it's like, well, right, so one of you's gone to hell, but then the other one of you went to hell, then one of you's lost your soul.
La 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 la.
And you've both been through a massive amount of horrific things, and yet you're still not mental.
There was only supposed to be 5 seasons in the first place, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The actual storyline, and then they thought, well, this is actually really popular, make more.
Because Muck G, or MCG, or whatever, left, didn't he?
How many?
But look at this
seasons
though.
are there?
Check it out. Look at his 8 or 9. Look at his
9.
his 2 tickets to the gun show.
I downloaded all of them. Legally, may I add, somehow.
True story, by the way. Whenever I get my hair cut, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Do
this.
you take that
you can
DVD
all laugh.
cover in?
I take a DVD cover of Supernatural and say, make my hair like.
Has it ever worked?
Yes, obviously.
You should take that picture of Ron Burgundy there, and
You can take your sporran and you can leave.
That's not a picture of Ron Burgundy, that's a picture of Monkey Spaz.
Your face is brilliant in that. I demand that you burgundy me up.
Yes, I shall.
Burgundy me up, Scotty.
It's just honestly, I just somehow generated some Photoshop skills on the fly, and I don't know how I was able to do it, but there you go.
See, I'm cheap. I have no decent software. Did you see Electric Adventures?
Dave, can I let you into something here?
What?
Imagine if this is a ship. Software comes from the ship. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm the king of cheapness. I pride myself. I like that fact. When people say, when you did your new intro, you still got the movie maker Lawn Boy's name at the end of it. To which I say, yes, I do. Kudos for spotting that. But no, I'm super cheap, and but being super cheap has a price, because if you've seen Electric Adventures YouTuber of the Year video,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
if you look at my clip, right, as cheap as it looks, because it was Windows Movie Maker, editing together, but me swearing a lot, took an hour and a half.
I saw it actually. Yeah, video. I voted for you, Dave. Can I have
I
the
know, I
money?
saw it. Your specky brother. Not to be confused with your spacky brother.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, I can't do mine on Movie Maker anymore. It's actually impossible.
Well, the thing is, if you do more than 5 cuts in a 3-minute clip, it corrupts the clip, and then you have to close Movie Maker.
Dave just.
Oh.
He's just got corrupted. He's doing a live stream via Movie Maker.
Microsoft is.
He's edited it on the
getting
fly.
angry.
Oh, he's not coming back. Is he? He's gone.
I
Yes.
wanna see-
Google have caught up with him, unfortunately.
Oh, he's been tagged. Content ID.
Either that.
Yeah, it's the guy from Supernatural. Content ID'd his haircut.
His hat. Liverpool FC content ID'd his hat.
And his haircut.
Yes.
Awesome.
Jason
Will we do
McAteer
some?
did.
Will we do some random bollocks news, seeing as Dave's gone?
Random dun 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 dun. Random bollocks news. Dun, 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 dun.
The headline news is James Bond is an impotent drunk.
What?
James Bond is an impotent drunk. I'll explain why the news says that, apparently. It says vodka martini, shaken not stirred, often said as part of bad Sean Connery impersonation, is one of the most quotable lines from Bond. Yet Her Majesty's top secret agent's love of the bottle would leave him impotent and at death's door. Impotent Bond? Doctors analysing the Ian Fleming novels show James Bond polishes off the equivalent of 1.5 bottles of wine every day. They say he's not the man to trust to deactivate a nuclear bomb. Doctors in Derby and Nottingham, that's where you live, Rich,
It is, yeah.
sat down to read the 14 Bond novels, in their spare time, with a notebook at hand. They charted every day and every drink, excluding the 36 days Bond was in prison, hospital, or rehab. The spy downed 1,150 units of alcohol in 88 days. Jesus, hardcore. It works out at 92 units a week, about 5 vodka martinis a day, 4 times the recommended maximum intake for men in the UK. The doctor's report in the festive edition of the British Medical Journal concluded, although we appreciate I can't read that word, pressures to consume alcohol when working with international terrorists and high-stake gamblers, we would advise Bond to be referred for further assessment of his alcohol intake. What? 1,150 units of alcohol in 88 days. He's hardcore.
He must be Scottish.
I was going to say that's how Scottish people do it. It's a Saturday night. Saturday night in Scotland. That's crazy. Zach,
Yep.
just as you drank some alcohol there, this is appropriate. Are Americans heavy drinkers like the Scots?
I mean, all the people that I hang out with are. But I mean, I also know a lot of people who don't drink at all. So I guess there's like both sides of the spectrum. I really don't know anyone. What's up?
Is it like what we see on TV, like spring break, woo, like that?
Well, I've never been to any events like spring break or any shit like that. I know when I was in the military for 5 years, and when I was there, it was a fucking mess. I mean, people, endless amounts of booze.
Mad.
So, yeah, I mean,
No, sorry, I'll let you finish. I just did probably the greatest visual gag there, but no one noticed.
It's okay. I think we saw it. You don't have to explain it, because once you explain something, it no longer has any value.
It had no value anyway.
I didn't see it.
That's okay. Have we got any more random bollocks news?
I've got loads of random bollocks.
Well, before that, I have a shout out here. Anybody who tuned in to the RetroUnlim live stream last week will know that RetroUnlim live regular Michael Burhan presented. And I'd like to thank him for his shout out on the I Got Gameplay podcast for our Bedrooms to Billions live stream that we did, was it 2 weeks ago now? And to return the favour, I'm going to urge everybody out there in Streamland to visit facebook.com/igotgameplay and subscribe via iTunes. If you can be bothered. It's a bit like this stream, but better, and with more references to video games. So there you go. Thank you very much, Michael, for the shout-out. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, boy.
Zach,
Yeah, what's
Zach,
up?
do you have a YouTube channel? I found a website with all your links on it earlier on today, but what's your YouTube channel name?
Yeah, if you go to youtube.com/gettingyouernerdon, all like one word, getting your nerd on, and I guess that's the easiest way because if you search for it with spaces, then it won't come up. So
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I couldn't find it for shit.
yeah.
I see it.
So, what's the address? Is it youtube.com/igot? No,
Getting your nerd on.
Yes.
Yeah, getting your nerd on. Yeah.
Are you quite new to YouTube, Zach?
Yeah, we've only been around a few months, maybe 5 months now. We've been around since like August, so.
Cool. Well, you now have another subscriber.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, read the word.
I subscribe to. There we go. Yes.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so I have a co-host on there, Kyla, who she was here last week when we did this,
Yeah.
but she couldn't make it today. She's not working, but I think she's like working with her roommates on her house or something. So she just moved into a new place. So.
Is she a friend?
She's my girlfriend currently.
See, that's where I was gonna get to.
Yeah. So yeah, she's cool though. You know, she loves Bomberman. I think her favorite game ever is Tomb Raider. But she's just like, a female gamer, and she's cool as hell. And her fucking game room is awesome, and everyone just goes over there and plays gaming and gets drunk every weekend. So.
Cool. Is that how you met? Through your love of video games and whatnot?
No, I was gone for a long time. I moved out of state for 7 or 8 years, but I guess when I was gone, a bunch of my friends had met her and were friends with her. So when I came back is when I actually ended up meeting her through friends and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, if you met her through her video gaming, there would have been hope for all us nerds, but since you didn't...
I'm sorry. I just ruined everyone's fun. Yeah.
Forever alone.
Forever a stone.
Oh, scones.
Oh, scone.
It's pronounced scone.
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 Scone. Scone.
Right, that's it. I am emailing Woodland37 right now and asking him if it's scone or scone.
Tomato.
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 Potato, potato. Who the hell calls it potato?
I don't
That's
know.
a-
No idea.
That song doesn't make any sense.
I'm
Potato.
illiterate.
Maybe it's the
Tomato,
Irish.
tomato, potato, potato. Yeah.
Must be the Irish.
Let's call the whole thing off. Yes.
I have
Where's
to say,
Dave gone?
I don't know. I think we ascertained that Liverpool FC kicked him off. Literally.
I
You
think
got
so.
content ID'd. And Davis.
Oh, well, that's no good, is it? Because we
Well,
like
nothing.
Dave.
Well, nothing on this podcast is ever good.
Nothing. Yeah. so
Except James, of course, who is a fantastic host, stepping in for me this evening because I was sacked a couple of weeks ago. So
Yeah,
thank you
I know.
very much for that.
I think I'm getting paid more than you as well.
Round of applause for James. Well done, James. Thank you very much.
I attempted to clap. I don't know if you could hear it, but
Were you
The
doing
sound
slow
of one hand
sarcastic
clapping.
yeah.
The slow sarcastic clap. Not
The sound
good.
of one hand clapping sounds like something else rather rude.
Fapping.
Or the sound of one hand fapping.
Did you guys ever see that picture about Fap Industries?
No.
No.
Tell us about it then.
Well, I'm just gonna find it. I was gonna find it and just send it to you.
We'll show it on the stream.
Fap
Yeah.
Industries.
All right, I'm sending it right now. Hang on a second. I'm gonna send it in the in this group chat thing.
The
Oh, there we
comments.
go.
There we go. Everybody clicks. Fap Energy.
That'd be great if all the world's like coal and all that stuff dies. FAP energy would be like the greatest. Yeah, I'd work for them, no problem.
Look at all the dudes. Look at that face.
Hold on. I'm going to have to get this up. It's going to cut it off, though, because it's a weird shape.
It's quite funny.
I
Looks
love
like he's
the
got
internet.
testicles on his chin.
Yeah, I know. It's like Peter Griffin.
I have just seen the picture. I have just seen the picture. Oh, dear.
Bizarre.
The
Yes,
internet.
indeed. Do we have any filler content right now?
Yes, we do. Are we struggling here, Harry Yack? Okay. Right. Some comedic filler content, apparently. It says, after 72% of the country said that they thought Christmas cracker jokes were outdated, a group of comedians came up with some alternative gags. Do not hold me responsible if these are all toss. Here are the top 10 new cracker jokes as voted by 2,000 adults polled by comedy TV channel Gold. Really? Number 10. Nice music. Don't go get contact ID. Content ID flagged. Number 10.
Sing
why
over it.
was-
Sing over it.
Yeah. Why? I'll sing the joke. Why was the Brussels sprout sent to prison?
I don't know. Why was the Brussels sprout sent to
Because
prison?
it was a repeat offender. I don't get it. Oh,
Sorry.
yes, I do. That's bad. How do you know if Santa's been in your garden shed?
Because there's no... Because of the ho-ho-hos.
More or less, you've got 3 extra hose, but I just thought, when it said hose, I just thought of something completely different. But anyway, I was like, that's a good Santa, that is. Need some hose in my shed. Wife, I'm going to the shed. Off you go. Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars? This is a bad joke.
Don't know.
Because their days are numbered. How did Mary and Joseph know that Jesus was 7 pounds 6 ounces when he was born?
Don't know.
He had a way in a manger. These are bad jokes. Why don't you ever see Santa in hospital? Oh, because he has private health care. Jeez.
Oh God.
What did Santa do when he went speed dating? He pulled a cracker. What does the Queen call her Christmas broadcast? The One Show. That's right. Mary and Joseph now they had a stable relationship. Why did no one bid for Rudolph and Blitzen on eBay?
Why?
Because they were too dear. And might be a reasonable one. What does Miley Cyrus have at Christmas?
I don't know. What does Miley Cyrus have at Christmas?
Twerky.
Oh God.
Well, it wasn't going to be clothes, was it?
Gonorrhea.
Yes.
What's America's take on Miley Cyrus, Zach? Do you love her like your own daughter?
You know, I don't really watch a lot of those things. I don't even have cable, so you know, when she did that whole award show thing or whatever, I didn't even get to see it until a couple days later. But I don't follow things personally. I don't really care. I just get like links from other people. They had the Wrecking Ball video with what's his name there with what's that guy's name from National Treasure, the main guy there.
Oh, Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, and it was his face on her like swinging around in the ball, and I thought that was funny. But I don't know, and I'm also older. Like I'm 28, so I don't know anyone who even listens to that shit. I mean, they all listen to mostly like metal or like, Against Me or something like that. I don't know anyone who actually listens to like pop rock
Miley
anymore.
Cyrus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Miley Cyrus.
Whatever, she's making money and whatever. I mean, whatever. Show that ass off.
Yes, whatever she's doing, she's obviously doing it well, and I think she's quite clever.
Yeah, why not?
It's working, but she's
We
still
should take a leaf out of her book. Oh no, we did that. We did this on the second edition, didn't we?
Yeah, we
with
all got
Woodland.
naked.
Yeah, Woodland took his shirt off, and everybody else did it.
Those were the days when we were young and idiots.
What? It was only 4 months ago. Oh, this
age older.
live stream. Yes, this live stream has aged us.
Age fast
it
in
has.
Scotland.
James, we need to do that bad influence co-commentary.
Yes, I know. I was going to start Games Master as well, but you've done some Games Master, so I thought I might be stepping on your toes a little bit. But
That's okay.
I don't really care.
Do like a bits commentary.
The what?
Bits. Yeah.
I don't know if they're readily available. The shows on to get. That's the problem.
Well, the
Game
girls.
Master and Bad Influence are.
That is true. That is very true. What other game? The games would have already been done. I can't remember. Movies, games, and videos commentary. Yeah, that'll be a good one to do.
Games World's already been done because I did it.
You did.
Ah, yes. Oh, this is a good segue. This I was going to wait till the Console Snob got here, but I might as well bring this up right now because you mentioned Games World. But in the news, in the last month or so, because I'm slow like that and I've only just cottoned onto it, Dave Perry from Games World has conducted a fascinating interview with the Out of Print archive. Just do a Google search for Dave Perry Out of Print, and it'll appear as if by magic.
I've read that actually. Yeah.
Yes, well, Mr. Perry has a bit of a reputation for rubbing people up the wrong way, as the Console Snob will attest. However, after reading, I have a newfound respect for Mr. Perry and his work. I had no idea he was such a pivotal figure in the 90s video games magazine industry. Oh, Dave is back. Hello.
I like to talk because he's been
there he
flagged.
is.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No.
Just checking. I can have a little pop or rant, if you will, at Windows 8 right now.
You can.
Do you ever get that thing where your computer just shuts off and it goes, an error has been encountered, so therefore we are shutting your computer down? I call bullshit, Microsoft. I know why you did that, because you've been telling me for 5 days now that I should update my computer, and I keep telling you to remind me in a week. So I think you got
Dave,
fucking pissed off and basically just went, we're going to, here's an error, and then when the error passes and I reboot my computer, it goes configuring updates, which takes 10 minutes.
It's because
there was no error, Microsoft.
It's because you were slagging off Movie Maker.
You liars. Because I live in the past.
And his brain
Yeah, and
picked
it's
up again.
like, look, here's how it works. I don't want 0.1.
What?
Am I?
You just broke up there, Dave, and we didn't get a single word.
I'm guessing I shouldn't slag off Microsoft, aren't I?
Yeah, they're on you, man.
They are onto you.
They're watching us.
Can you hang on? Can you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because all the pictures at the bottom of the screen are perpetually frozen.
Yeah, we can hear you. I've got a rant. Sony are complete cunts.
Don't pull any punches there, man.
Is that the extent of your rant?
No, I've got a PlayStation 4, right? And
yes, you like to shove it in our faces.
no,
Sorry.
I got an email just now from Sony Entertainment Network saying thank you for your purchase from the PlayStation Store. And I was like, what are you on about? And apparently, because my 14-day trial of PlayStation Plus, is it called, has expired, they have decided to charge me $5.49.
It says it on the in the manual that came with the PS4. When you open it, it has like the free trial for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I think it says like in bold print, like if you use this, it'll automatically renew it unless you tell it not to.
I would have just paid for a year.
Oh, okay. Well,
Smash it to pieces.
That's fucking. I could have saved that money and used it on SingStar when it was out instead.
You could have done. You should have done. You know what? You know what really pisses me off about Microsoft is it's the
No way, really?
That is brilliant.
No, not really. I just did that by
That's brilliant, Rich. That's going in a highlights compilation.
My computer's broken.
Oh, you are freezing up.
The only Mr. Yackum's picture keeps updating. Everyone else is frozen, and I have a really gimpish frozen expression on my face. Oh wait, hang on, stuff's happening. Don't you fucking reboot again, computer! I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, hang on. Oh, now I have another frozen gimpish expression on my face.
We can see you moving here.
I know, but I want to see me moving because I like my face. I could stare at me all day.
It is a beautiful, beautiful.
I could
face.
spray me with my clue juice.
Right, we have a question here for Zach. Smooth MJ asks,
Is Zach there?
I see. I was going to sound like Christmas Carol then. I see an empty room.
oh, he has gone. I'll ask him when he gets back. I didn't notice he had left.
Just ask us.
By the way, it's gone past 10. Yay!
Oh, you can drink.
It's drinking time.
Shall I get my moose mug?
Yeah, get your moose
Oh,
mug.
do it. Let me see it. That looked awesome.
Hang on, I'm going to get my moose mug. It does involve me going downstairs. It does involve me changing the bulb.
Moose mug.
Zach.
Back.
Oh, what's
Hi,
up? Yeah.
Zach. We have a question from the comments for you.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Smooth MJ asks, Zach, have you played that Paperboy N64 cart yet? I was right, wasn't I? Utter crap.
You know, it's funny. You know, I had responded to something about that the other day, and you know, I don't have my N64 hooked up right now, so I've only been playing Super Nintendo. So I haven't even got to play it since I had picked it up, which was a couple months ago. So I've only been playing Super Nintendo, so I haven't played it yet. But I don't know if it's shit. I'll watch a video on YouTube. I love the NES one. That was always one of my favorite games because like you can try to get better and not break the windows and not get run over by run into death and fall off the sides and shit. So maybe it does suck on N64. I don't know.
This is interesting because I didn't know there was a 3D version of Paperboy.
It was indeed.
Oh, I didn't. Is that what the N64 version is? 3D?
Yes, I have a picture of it here.
Oh, yeah.
Content ID. Let me see the picture.
Oh, screw Content ID. Some of the stuff that we've been talking about tonight. There we go.
It doesn't look great, does it?
No.
It's just a
No,
mess,
since I
isn't
can't
it?
actually see me, I don't know how I'm going to frame this, but
We'll
Can you
help
see
you,
it?
Dave. Yeah, we can see it.
look at
Oh,
that.
yes.
That is a lovely moose mug.
How do you hold it?
Well, that's just it. I'm sure in the movie it had a handle, but you could, I don't know, maybe hold it by its nose, but
And where do you put your mouth?
anywhere you want, sure.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yes, the stream censored him.
Hang on. Just wrong, isn't it? It should be. I do like the fact that it's so. Larry Bundy Jr. corrected me because apparently eggnog is nice. Because in the video I said I should get some eggnog for this. No, actually I shouldn't because the stuff's vile. But yeah, beer is the future, people. The thing is, the antlers are really good. You like.
Did they not get in your way?
Yeah.
Sexy times. Sexy biscuits.
No, you
Sexy
can't say
eggnog.
that anymore because it's copyright South Park.
You lost it.
No longer yours, boy.
Stolen biscuits.
Stolen biscuit.
Does that?
I'll tell you what, I'm looking into this. Seriously, I'm looking
No,
into this
it's
because if I can sue Viacom, that's my fucking meal ticket.
Viacom.
I'll accept, as payment, I'll accept the sole ownership of the rights to Eric Cartman.
What happened to, Viacom, and then you used to get, was it Orion? Is that the start of Robocop?
Yes.
Yeah, Ryan, yeah.
Don't you remember when Adam West and Family Guy flew up to Orion? They called it a failed production company and then started punching it.
What are you talking about?
That probably went straight over my head, that.
Because Orion was, as he said, a production company that made Robocop and... Was it... What was the car movie with Charlie Sheen where he boosts cars? Fuck, I need to remember that. But yeah, basically it's a failed production company. And there's a joke in Family... This really isn't as funny as I thought it would be. in Family Guy where Adam West calls out Orion, the constellation Orion, and he flies up into space with a jetpack. And then the stars swirl around to make the logo Orion. And he just goes, "Ha! You're just a failed production company. Take that." And punches it.
I think I have seen that, actually.
Be honest, anything Adam West punches turns into gold.
Personally, I think it would have been better if it was a joke about the Ford Orion. But there again, I'm obsessed with stupid old
Oh
car
my
jokes.
god, the Ford Orion was the car, not my generation, but when I was at school and like all the, kids in sixth form or whatever who could drive, that was the car you had to have, was a Ford Orion.
Okay,
And
okay.
I got a 1.6 injection Ford Orion, and I'm like, no, it's an Escort with an ass. That's what it is.
Which car were you brought home from the hospital in?
What?
Does
I have
anybody...
no fucking idea.
I was...
Possibly.
Mine was
In my
an Austin
defence, I was a
Allegro.
newborn, so I can't remember.
You know, as an Austin Allegro.
Austin
That's what I
Allegro.
I think I was the bus.
Austin Maxey. He was in Scotland. He was brought home in a horse and cart. Sorry.
I was just dragged along the street in a sack. Come on, boy, home.
Is it? Yes. Come home, boy. This is your birthing sack. Now, anyone out there in comment
Mind
land,
the umbilical cord.
do remember your birthing sack? Please leave a comment. If you still have your birthing sack.
In a jar.
Yeah.
My birthing sack was literally a sack.
That's because you're a yak.
Sack.
Sorry.
A yak in a sack.
Yes.
Yakety yak who
When's,
talks sack.
Yakety yak, born in a
When's
sack.
Console Snob coming on? Yak face.
Yakety
Apparently.
yak, suck my sack.
By the way, when are we doing a thingy? I had questions prepared and everything.
Yes.
Get his finger out.
I have some breaking news here for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
It's from Steve, the owner of RetroUnlim.com, and he says...
He owns all of our souls, by the way.
He does. He's
Yes.
a puppet master.
He says that Scott Bailey, the console snob, will be on at 11 p.m.
That
Hey,
is
my
in
screen updated.
about
I can
20
see a
minutes.
frozen picture of Rich.
No,
Oh, and it didn't,
Harry,
it
he
didn't
said
treat you well when it
10:45
froze.
to 11 to me.
Did it not?
Sorry?
He
Sorry,
said
James?
10:45 to 11 to me.
Oh, he could be here soon then. So, ladies and gentlemen, hang on, don't leave yet, because he's on his way. And I know
Coming
he's watching
attraction, Sconsole, Sconsole, I was going to say Sconsole Cobb.
Console. I think
Sconsole Cobb's new sexy beard will be here shortly.
If you look
Connor
at that,
McCobb.
he's got the same hair as me. It's all nice
Yes.
and
Do you
short.
share it? Is
Yeah.
it like Kramer versus Kramer? You get it one weekend and he gets it the other.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some comments. We have some comments. Thank you, guys. RetroUnlim is here. He says that picture is comedy, and I don't know what he's referring to there.
We'll just say yes.
Yes. Maximum overdrive question mark.
Hey?
Don't know what that could mean either. See, these comments, taken out of context, mean nothing to us.
No, that wasn't Charlie Sheen. That was Emilio Estevez. I know where he's going. That wasn't Charlie Sheen. That was Emilio Estevez, and that was the Stephen King movie when cars got possessed. Sorry, never mind. I'm an idiot.
What other,
Hi.
what other
Yeah,
film is
yes.
there where an old car gets possessed?
Christine.
It's quite well known.
Is it Christine?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the thing is about that movie, right? Because it is a good movie, but what made me laugh about that movie is if that was the approach I would with the Daleks in the 70s, I don't know, story of a house. Job done. Unless a car can fly.
Back to the
You
Future.
better believe a car could fly.
Number 2 is the best.
Oh no, not this again.
It's funny because it's the
Don't
Superman.
do it.
By the way, I watched the Superman movie the other day and it's shit. That's all I'm going to say.
It
It's shit.
is, isn't
By the
it?
way, people out there, if you think about watching the new Superman movie, don't. There's only one Superman, and that's Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut.
I got into an argument the other
And
day
if you watch,
with some guy, you know, Freiberg and Setzer, who do those fucking awful parody films.
No.
Everybody's, what's... I thought everybody had died then. No,
Oh,
Dave
died.
has. No,
Dave.
but there's actually people on YouTube who will defend those films to the death of how funny they are. Why?
I can believe it.
They're fucking awful.
Yeah.
The new one is instead of the Hunger Games, it's called the Starving Games. But not trying anymore. No, fair enough. I will always stand by Spy Hard as being a good film, which it is.
I'm scared to even ask. Can you see me? Can you?
We
Sort of.
sort of.
You're a bit like this. Hitting it back.
I fucking update.
With the,
So whatever the fuck the Microsoft bollocks did is turn my computer into a fucking toaster.
Oh, do us a piece of toast, will you? I'm hungry.
Serve it up.
it's not a cool.
Remember
toaster,
Talkie the
like
Toaster
this
from
toaster.
Well, as everybody knows, all toast is toast toast.
I know.
No, they don't. They toast bread.
Or crumpets or
kicked out.
pancakes.
So I missed out. But please repeat just for me, Rich. What was the argument you got involved in?
About the Freiburger Setzer movies, who do like date movie and disaster movie, and all those really shitty parody movies.
Yeah.
And there is loads of
exploitation.
people
They're the modern form of exploitation movie, aren't they? Basically.
exploiting me and my money, motherfuckers. But the thing is, they make so much profit, so they keep making them.
I was
And
exploited
there is
once, but it's
people on
alright because she
YouTube-
bought lube.
But there's people on YouTube who will proper troll you if you even dare to say about these movies are shit. So what is wrong with these people? You fucking bastards! And you're giving them the money. The last one made like 12 million in profit. You fucking retards!
It's like I do watch them, but only if there's nothing else on and I'm really bored and potentially, possibly mildly hungover and I can't.
Scary Movie 1 is brilliant, just for the
See, I
the
would say-
jizz scene.
And Spy Hard is still a good film.
I thought even Scary Movie 2 I thought was really funny with the guy. I don't remember what his name is, but the dude who fucked that turkey or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? The bloke with the weird little hand.
Yeah.
Who's
that
shoving
dude.
the stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like
And like the bloke's hanging off the building outside, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Give me your hand." No, give me the other hand.
He's like, ah,
I like the
child.
bit in the original one
Look
where he
at my
goes,
tiny
"I'm in
hand,
your
child."
house," and she goes, "Yeah, I know. I can see you. You're behind the curtain."
See, they were alright for the first couple of films, but then now they just don't
To my
try.
mind, Leslie Nielsen is the greatest actor of his generation.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen's awesome.
It's like that joke in Family Guy, isn't it? Where they the episode where they go back to the pilot or whatever, and they change the timeline and they go to the future, and when they do cutaway scenes, and it goes, he goes, "Wow, is this how we do cutaway scenes now? We're not even trying." And then it just cuts away, and they just break out cigarettes and smoke and go on their cell phones and stuff.
Yes.
Child on my tiny hand.
What the deuce? Sorry.
Is it?
Ah, have some mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the same dude. He sticks his hand in the potatoes and he's always throwing it around.
Is that the bloke who gets hives and There's Something About Mary?
Yeah, same guy, aye.
The guy who was in According to Jim is the priest he pissed off.
What?
That's it. You think he's putting a voice on, but that's his entire acting career. That's his actual voice.
That's all he's got.
Who's typing like a crazy mo?
Do you love it, Mary, when he's talking about 7-minute abs? And he goes, "Wait, why don't we make 7-minute abs?" And then Ben Stiller goes, "Well, why don't someone make 6-minute abs?" But
Getting your nerd on has just subscribed to me.
Hooray!
Yay!
He subscribed to me last week because he loves me more than you.
It's only because he never knew who I was.
You're not on a fucking cake, though, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. You're not on a cake.
Can we get a picture of this
Yes,
cake?
I'll
Please.
get it for you.
Who's,
Hold on.
what?
Oh,
Who's
cool.
got a cake?
We've
Me
got a
and
cake.
Rich have a cake.
It's the YouTube.
Is it again? Is this Kramer versus Kramer, and you share it like with Scott's hair?
Harry,
One weekend here.
put your email address in the side, please. And I'll
I like the way that was kind of forced. That wasn't a request. That was a demand.
Yeah, man. Do it.
Please.
No.
Sorry.
I'm waiting
excuse me,
for it to
Winky
appear.
Pops.
Cake brothers, cake brothers.
Just sing a song. Dave, do you know who Little Retro Brothers are?
The retro, yes. Yeah, I subscribed to them upon your recommendation.
Well, wait till you see this.
That's what she said, and I said, "Give it a moment. It's cold."
Did it taste like cake?
Cake.
Did after I finished. So.
Sweet, sweet pie.
Pie.
Harry, do you
It's the
have an
savoury
iPhone?
version of cake.
No.
Yack, do you have an iPhone?
No, I do not, Mr. James.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, hold on.
I have a question, by the way, Mr. Yakum.
Yes. Ask it now.
Just popped in there, and yeah, Jesus is a Wiganer.
Yes, indeed
Or
he
Wigan.
is.
What was it? Where did that come from?
Right.
I like it. I'm basing this thing. I like it. I think it's really cool. But you know, where did that come from?
Would you like me to explain this on this non-football podcast?
No, we should save it for. Are we gonna do a Christmas football special? Because I actually collated football stories this time, and more than I could fit on a receipt.
Yes, we have to
See,
do that.
Mr. Yackham did his research for our other our podcast, and my research consisted of being so utterly fucking lazy. I wrote them on the back of a receipt, so therefore there wasn't that many.
Email sent. Do you have it?
Yes, we shall.
Who was it who said Rich, you said you getting horrifically trolled for bashing those exploitation movies. I wouldn't say I got trolled, but someone left a trolling comment, and you know that bit in Jurassic Park before he gets raped by the raptors, and he goes, "Clever girl." Yeah, someone left a comment when I did it annoyed me. But it was genius, the simplicity of how they trolled me to piss me off. And I was like, well done, I salute you. I will buy you a pint, but when you're not looking, I will stir it with my knob.
Or with your tiny hand.
Yeah. When I said, because I mean it, because I don't know if you noticed, but I am vlogging more like the good old days. But I said, if this copyright thing, which apparently we are in now, but again, apparently gets worse also in January, and so I said, I'm just going to go back to vlogging, and someone said, please don't go back to vlogging.
Yay.
So I went to respond to them, and they blocked me. And I thought, clever girl, you. Meaning that I'm going to piss you off and you've got no comeback. And I was like, I hate you, but at the same time I admire your ingenuity and brilliance of trolling. That's an amazing cake.
Yes, James, would you like to introduce the cake?
This is Little Retro Brothers. It was Hayden, his birthday. He was 6-year-old.
How do you make it the cake full? This is T-shirt. How do you make the cake full screen?
Click on the picture at the bottom. Have you done it?
Look at that.
Hang on.
Come on, Dave, get with the program.
I am, but my computer. I seem to forget that I'm running Windows 8, and Windows 8 is inferior to fucking Windows 95. I'm trying to mask Windy Pops there. I think I got away with it.
Who's the guy in the middle?
It's
General Zod?
General Zod.
Meal before cake.
Anyway, you've got me in the middle, and then just where my hand is, holding in my hand, is Rich.
Mirrored by the monkey on the other side.
And the monkey on the other side, like this.
Is that to scale? Oh shit! Sorry, I just reminded myself because that's how my brain works. When I said, "Is that to scale?" and that would make it the size of Godzilla. Why? I only found this out because it was a commercial I actually let roll before a YouTube video I was watching. Why is Hollywood having another stab at Godzilla?
Another
what? Sorry.
It looks quite good though.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yeah, but it's too fucking serious. It's like there's a bunch of Halo jumpers, and it looks like all apocalyptic and shit. And then at least the Godzilla looks like Godzilla. But I'm like, no, Hollywood, no. Godzilla should be a bloke in a rubber suit. It's a video you'll never get to see because I deleted it. But I played Ultraman on the 3DO the other day. Think blokes, having a fight, the size of skyscrapers in rubber suits, digitized like Mortal Kombat. Fuck me, it's amazing.
You should play.
And you got nipple lasers.
Dave, you got the Horde video. The Horde.
No.
It's got the horse.
The Horde. You should get that for 3DO. It's a good game.
What is it? What genre?
It's on Red Demons, isn't it?
Yes, you create your little town-type farm thing, and then red demons come and try to attack you, and you've got a big swooshy sword.
So it's kind of like a Saturday night in Bristol, then, really.
A bit like it, but there's no people in kills.
No. Well, there wouldn't, because in my country we don't wear dresses because we are male.
David Beckham wears it, so it must be cool, right?
That's the movie I want to watch. I was really annoyed that I couldn't find it. I really want to watch The Class of '92. Apparently I'm the only person who knows what that movie's about. Mr. Yackham, I thought you would know.
Is it the same as The Class of Nukem High?
Please explain.
It's a documentary about the fact that Manchester United, and I hate Manchester United. Sorry, where'd that come from? Manchester United's class of '92, which is Beckham, Scholes, Neville, other Neville, and Ryan Giggs. And isn't it just me? But and there's a video on YouTube, and it's brilliant, and it's really, really funny. But when Gary Neville went onto Sky to start being like the pundits on Monday Night Football, he was shit. And one of the best quotes is he's talking about the pitch being wet, and he looks at the camera in such a fucking idiotic way and just goes, basically the pitch is slippy slidey. And someone looped it and put it on. You could see the other bloke thinking, this isn't Star Wars, is it? Your football punnery. Like, look, what the fuck was that? Are you wanted to knock him on the head and go, hello, anyone in there? Hello, McFly. Hello.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
Gary Lineker. We've got a new Gary to host Match of the Day.
Hey,
Gary Newman?
Yeah, the thing is, Gary Lineker, I remember, it's funny, but Gary Lineker, when he first started Match of the Day, and I was one of them, even though I was very young then, was like, who's this Gary Lineker? I know he's a brilliant footballer. That's pre-pubescent Dave. I know he's a brilliant footballer, but he's a shit pundit. And then now you're kind of like, yes, he knows his limitations, because if you ever watch Match of the Day, Gary Lineker never actually directly sort of asks any real questions or addresses anything that happened in the match. He's just the guy who waits for a pissed off Shearer and pissed off Hansen, who just go, oh, I'm pissed off because my career ended because I got dodgy knees, to say something really negative, and he just makes something really kind of light. He's like the Eric Morecambe of sport punditry. He lets people be miserable, then he just chips in with a little comment like, oh, I like his shirt.
This has been a promotional slot for Dave and Yackham, the podcast, coming soon.
Episode. That's apparently, if we're gonna follow traditional TV, our first episode has to bear no resemblance whatsoever to our pilot, and either you or me have to be replaced.
Yes.
So I always thought Alan Hansen only had like 5 phrases, because I only heard him on Striker 95. And most of them was like, go, ugh, that must have hurt.
Do you remember his McDonald's commercial?
What?
This is how much money these people... no, was it? This is how much it would take this person to earn the money for a Big Mac. And it was various people. And then it cuts to Alan Hansen, you know, like on Match of the Day, or like faking Match of the Day, and he just goes, and it stops. And I always thought that was genius.
Yes.
I don't like Alan Hansen.
I don't.
He's an annoying Scottish person.
I was just going to say, this sounds terrible. He's the Scot we accept in this country other than Sean Connery.
What about
And the only reason we
Connolly?
accept him is he's that bloke who knows Gary Lineker. But he, as my team, he was a fucking amazing footballer.
Where's he from? 'Cause he's got a fucked up Scottish accent wherever he's
He's
from.
got a generic Scottish accent. Do you know what I mean? He's got his Scottish accent is the equivalent of Hugh Laurie's house accent. You can't quite pin it down to any one location. It roams. It's like a mobile phone. His Scottish accent roams.
It's quite Scottish though. Do you know what I mean? I think it's more Scottish than mine, but
I think for fairness, we need to...
though, if you got into an argument with him, you can just see him getting proper Larry, can't you?
I think for fairness, we need to change
let's get him on the podcast, right? Let's get him on the podcast, ply him with booze and piss him off.
I think we should change the subject, man, because a minute ago, Zachary was just looking at his fingernails. He's like, what the fuck are they going on about?
That's what
Sorry,
I
we were talking about that game when we kick a pig splatter around, and then, you know, 1/4 sports and 3/4 people have fights and throwing flares.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. I mean, I don't really watch sports. I guess the closest thing we got over here is hockey, but hockey's still pretty brutal, I won't lie.
Hockey's fucking amazing.
It's awesome. So good. It's so good. Yeah.
Can I just say, go Habs? Yeah, bitches, Habs.
I've never actually watched a game of hockey, but I love hockey jerseys and I love NHLPA Hockey 93.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's all you gotta love. You love it already.
The Mega Drive or Genesis original game is still one of the greatest hockey games ever. No game, even on the newer systems, has ever quite got the physics of the gliding around ice.
It's amazing.
So well. Because
Why don't we have...
It's really sharp and your control is brilliant, but at the same time it's got that little bit of element which is you always drift wide a little bit, which you would get on ice. So it's like riding the knuckles. You know, you're never quite 100% in control. And that to me is what hockey is.
And you could save your replays as well, which I loved.
I used to. I remember playing it with my mates and stuff back.
I once got pissed right outside the AMC Forum in Montreal, and because I was so drunk, I decided to play hopscotch on the plates in the pavement for every single Stanley Cup they won. And yeah, there was more than just me there. There was a bunch of expats, but I just remember like a bunch of French people walking by, just go, "The English clearly they are retarded."
I like your French.
I think I said something along the lines of, because the best insult ever was, you know, being an Englishman when I was, you know, in a foreign country is, and even if you're not in, you know, Montreal, this insult works everywhere. What the fuck are you looking at, Frenchie? Job done.
I was going to say I could never score at that hockey game. I can't on the Mega Drive ever.
That's the thing, though, right? That's how you know how accurate it is, right? Every single hockey game ever, even the bad ones, it's universally impossible to score because it's an equal net.
We could play a two-player for like ages, and none of us would score.
Actually, you know what? Nightmare. There's a question, which is when a game. I was going to do the Homer Simpson then when I opened the beer. Are you drinking? No, I said, "Psst, I love you." When the games, one of the first games when you jump to generations, actually make you go, "Oh my God, the future is here," and that game would be NHL on the PlayStation 2. Again, I hit Windy Pops. I think I got away with it, and it was on a demo disc, and I remember slapping it in on my brick PlayStation 2 back in the day and putting it on and just seeing the animations on the player faces, and when they come out of the tunnel, and oh my God, Rich's face is on fire, and when they come out the tunnel and it's in real time and it's the game engine, I remember thinking, Christ alive, if this is the future, I want a bloody slice of that. So what was that game for you? If I can just steer this crass, you know, podcast onto gaming.
Pit Fighter.
No, on what version?
No, the time when I was most blown away by graphics is still Pit Fighter.
Spectrum.
It was on the arcade, and we on like a school trip, and we stopped off at the services, and they had an arcade in there, and I walked past, and I did a double take at Pit Fighter.
Are you saying you stopped at the side of the road and you were serviced as a school child?
Yes, I was, and then I had a pit fight with a man in bondage gear and a big chain.
Nice. Have you ever played it on the
if I can just be self and yes, it's fucking
the
Spectrum version looked like a work of genius.
It is bad.
You know when you're really, really proud of what you call video when you upload because you just think it's funny, and you know it's like real life, you know, in jokes when you crack a joke and you think it's funny and no one else gets it. I was really pleased with there's two videos I was really pleased with the title I gave when I did gameplays. One of them was my Pit Fighter one, and it was called Nobody Likes Sweaty Pits, and I still chuckle when I see it. And the other one was my Die Hard 2 gameplay, which was if at first you don't succeed, just die a little harder. And no one got it. Really upset.
I like it.
Back to your question, Dave. Mine was Super Mario 64.
I would agree with that.
I remember the massive build-up to the Ultra 64 and seeing pictures of it on magazines and TV shows and whatever, like constantly, because obviously it was delayed and delayed and delayed, and up until that point, I don't think you'd seen anything like it, like real 3D.
You certainly hadn't seen sort of. Well, it basically made. I guess it's a bold statement, but I go as far as to say that Mario 64 basically made 3D gaming staple.
Yeah.
And everyone was playing catch-up.
Which came out first, Tomb Raider or Super Mario 64?
Oh, it's a very good question. I want to say Polygon Tits, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Fuck, no, Tomb Raider's 95.
I think Tomb Raider was 95, wasn't it?
When was Super Mario 64?
I was reading
96 or 97 in this country.
Old copy of Super Play, and they had a thing about the Ultra 64 in there. But this is like 2 years before it was released, and it's just when Killer Instinct was coming out, and they're using that Ultra 64 technology in the arcades with Cruising USA, and
And yet the arcades were still clearly superior to the console. That's the bit I always got annoyed about, because Killer Instinct on the N64 is a pretty pants port, to be honest. The funny thing is, right, my brother had an N64 back in the day, and I was indifferent to it because I had a PlayStation, and I knew it was better graphics. Imagine if the N64 had a CD drive, mind, it would have been fucking phenomenal. And had the expansion pack as standard. But I'm looking, you can't see, I'm looking at my N64. Hello, N64. Of all the retro systems I've acquired recently or in this last year, I fucking, as an adult now, I love the N64. It's a fucking amazing piece of kit.
Do you not think? I don't know why, but like the whole blurriness thing really annoys me. Like,
no, it does. But
just like
the thing is, you want to try it on a, because you probably can tell from all my gameplays, I just film an HD TV, which I think doesn't come across that bad. But
you get better picture quality on your Spectrum videos than what
Spectrum ones look like they're being captured.
I know.
Am I the only person who
looks really crystal clear.
Yeah, they're really good.
The Chase HQ one, watched that back and just went, oh my god, stick a fork in me, I'm done. That was brilliant. And it's funny because
realistic. It's like you're really there. Bad image quality.
This just in: Super Mario 64 was released worldwide before Tomb Raider. Yet Tomb Raider was released in Britain before Super Mario 64.
So it's like an alternate 1985 timeline. It goes in circles and contradicts each other. Everything can be related to Back to the Future.
Only the second film, though.
Wait a minute.
Slackers.
It's 2307. There's no Console Snob. Where is he?
I don't know.
We're only running till 11:30.
You better hurry up.
Well, then we can stop and start again, because we need the snob. Because if we don't have the snob, then where will I get my dose of a massive amount of swearing from on a Friday night?
Maybe he's at work. Maybe he's delayed.
Also, Friday won't be the same without a shot of his sexy boudoir.
Friday won't be Friday without a Console Snob.
Friday Night Live with the Snob. He should
remember
do
Friday.
that.
You just reminded me, Mr. Yacken. Do you remember Friday Night Live?
In Taties.
In Taties.
Yeah, in Taties, and it had Rick Mail and Adrian Edmondson as the Danger Brothers.
Oh, the Dangerous Brothers. Yes, I've seen that. I think I have a VHS of it somewhere. All right.
Well, that's just typical, isn't it, Neil? The world's flooded, and what do? Build a submarine. Sorry.
Can somebody make Scotland less hot?
There isn't any room in that submarine for me, is there? No, because I want to see you drown.
What's that, James? You say you're hot?
I said, can somebody please make it cool in Scotland? It's absolutely fucking roasting.
I thought Scotland was Arctic. Do you know, James, let me tell you a story about when I was jealous of your country. It doesn't happen often.
Right, go on.
In the summer when we had that macky heat wave, and I'll be one of those people, I'm not like a negative person, but I don't like hot weather. I just don't like hot weather. You know what? I like winter. I like the fact that when you go out when it's like -2, it smells sharp and brisk, and can't believe I have a descriptive term for the smell of winter. But I remember all the way through that heat wave, watching the fucking weather forecast, and then looking, going, for fuck's sake, 31 degrees, are you having a fucking laugh? And then looking at Scotland, just going, you lucky bastards, you're 6 degrees cooler.
Why don't you just move
to me is the acceptable, because they'll beat me up because I'm English.
Go to the
that to me is the acceptable form of summer. Do you know what I mean? Summer should be no hotter than 26 degrees. Jimbo, can I come and visit? Will you put me up?
You're only if you bring your Spectrum.
that was like, oh fuck, I'll say it on the live stream, but don't expect me to do it in public. Alright. It'd be awesome, we'll play Spectrum games.
Yeah. Where's Bristol? Where do you live, Bristol? How far away is Bristol? Is Bristol really far away?
It's down there, that other country we're attached to.
England.
Yeah. I was going to say something, but screw it. I've been bashing Scotland for fucking 6 weeks. I may as well have a pop at Wales as well. That other country that is leeching.
How's the referendum going up there anyway?
Do you know why I love Wales?
Because they're hunted to extinction.
James, do you want to leave the United Kingdom?
Why do we have two?
What happened there? Did that
No,
disappear?
we've got two of you.
It's the alternate. I'm telling you, it's the alternate 1985 timeline. James, ask your future self a question really quickly. Ask him the lottery.
Back to Future 1, 2, or 3. He says
He's not
2.
saying anything.
That was my really bad Scottish impression.
2. I went on Google Maps on this monitor, and then fucking Google Hangouts kicked me out on this one. It's
Well,
Google.
serves-
So
it
empowering.
serves you right.
Well, according to
Bastards.
this, we've got two of you.
I typed the word Bristol and it got logged out.
If you type the word Bristol in on some search engines, you get pictures of tits. So it's true though.
Tits.
Bristol.
Oh my god, Bristol's basically London. a little bit over.
Isn't anywhere north of
Don't
the
you
border
associate
basically
me with
London?
them high-flying
It's
bangers?
basically London, but a little bit to the left.
I love your descriptive term. Scotland is like the top of the country, isn't it?
It's like Newcastle. It's basically London, isn't it?
Texas is basically California, isn't it?
By the way, fails and just keep going up.
It's just a bit left. You live.
You know, are you just a bit left?
Where do what?
I was just going to say it's just a bit left. It's lucky Michael's not on because he's very left. Sorry. Whereabouts do you live? You're not. See, this is going to make me sound incredibly fucking racist. I only know 2 places in Scotland. So it's just like, where's your cup of tea
there
from?
it is.
Are you from Glasgow or Edinburgh?
I'm about an hour south of Edinburgh. There you go.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what's that?
We've got an anglerfish.
What's going on?
Hello, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
So
something
if you put me up, I will happily come and stay.
You
Oh, can you stop the
come
circle
whenever.
jerk for 5 minutes and say, I'm going to be in there in 5 minutes. Give me a minute, alright?
What?
Okie
I was going for a
dokie.
dump again. You did that.
Has Scott got no lights on in his house or something?
No, I'm outside my fucking house. It's pitch black. I'm on fucking
That's
Google
like
Hangouts right now on my
Scotland.
iPhone.
Are you having a piss outside?
I fucking will be in a minute.
Ah!
Shut up. Anyone want to see my dick?
Yes.
Yeah, make an exclusive for the live stream.
Is he having a dick? It
Go
sounds like he's
warm it
having a
first.
dick party.
He's just left that dead hooker in the alleyway behind there.
Yeah, give me another 5 minutes. We'll be crossing swords. But I'll see you guys in a minute.
He's having a dick party.
That's what
There
you
you
do
go, Rich. There's your greatest line for entering a room, by the way. Sometimes I wish my name was Richard, so I could just enter a room and go, "Who wants to touch dick?"
It's worked many, many times before, Dave, I tell you. Many, many times.
Do you,
Yes,
or
Mr.
slash? Do
Long
you
Box
actually think it's
Fire.
funny because dick's touching dick? Sorry. Anyway, no, Jimbo, I'll come after you.
Eh?
We'll have to have a Kickstarter to fly because I'm fucked if I'm driving.
It's only 5 hours.
Exactly. I have actually technically
That's not
once in my
far.
life driven to Scotland when I had a building job way back in the day, and you know when mobile phones were young and companies didn't bother to fly you anywhere, and yeah. Not a fan of massive commutes because there's only so many times you can say, I spy with my little eyes something beginning with D. Dashboard. Oh, fuck.
You only need to play that if you've got a car full of children, and I'd be a bit disturbed if you're travelling up to Scotland with a car full of children.
Yeah, I was going to return them. They're Scottish children. I was going to release them into the wild.
You were on your own, weren't you, Dave?
An evil person captured them, and I thought, no, you deserve to run free and wear dresses like the rest of your weird kinmen.
You can take my
Thing
wife
is, though,
back
right?
home with you anyway.
The thing that makes me laugh about kilts, and there ain't an Englishman who would deny this, and you can back me up on this, guys, which is we all take the piss out of kilts, but at the same time, we're kind of like, I bet it's really comfortable, and fuck them that they can do it and pull it off, and everyone goes, it's manly, and they're warriors and Mel Gibson movies, whereas if you did it down here, they just go, you're wearing a dress, you bird.
Well, I'll let you in a secret. Scottish people might be annoyed with this, but you feel like a right dick wearing a kilt.
The way you're talking for your people. I'll let you
Hello.
into a secret. You're our ambassador. You do know this, by the way. You are our ambassador for Scotland. You are the Scottish ambassador.
Zachary, in America, is the most famous Scottish person Mel Gibson?
He's not Scottish.
I know.
Oh,
He's not even Australian. That really annoys me. Mel Gibson is not Australian. Oh, by the way, Zachary, you're our spokesman for America.
Yeah.
Choose your words wisely.
Have you ever listened to his rants when he's like bitching at his wife?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
That is some of the funniest.
Fucking, he's insane.
I once did a techno track with that on it.
Oh, nice. Well, that's some pretty funny shit.
It's funny because he's like Tom Cruise. That they could be absolutely actors, but I can't watch them, and a little bit of me dies that love their movies, and I can't watch their movies anymore. When you get to see how mental they are in real life, like when Tom Cruise jumped the couch, I was like, done with you, mate.
Yeah,
fucking
that
done.
was bad.
And then when Mel Gibson was threatening, and he's on his he's so anti-Semitic. It's scary. And so now every time I watch Lethal Weapon, and I love the Lethal Weapon movies, and it's like, when you get the jazz bit, it's like, na 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 na. That's just, to me, that's the sound of Mel Gibson dying to me, because it's just, I can't watch him as Riggs anymore because he's such an asshole in real life.
Yeah, he's a real dick. I think it's funny that like after these guys do all this shit, all these like places on like the television, like whatever, they're like, oh, give him a second chance, like apologize. Like this guy. People are filming him, or they find this when he is in his normal life, acting like he normally acts, not in front of a fucking camera. Someone just happens to pick some of this shit up sometimes. That's how you know that's the fucking person that he is. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, everyone deserves a second chance, but at the same time, it really fucking makes my piss boil when people get caught with their pants down, as you said, behaving exactly as they are in real life, and then they go on fucking PR crusade to restore their career, and it's like, no, you said that, that's you. You fucking stand by your fucking bed. I mean, my favourite story about Mel Gibson, though, ever, is when he got charged with DUI in Toronto. Do you know how they caught him? Do you know how they knew he was drunk? Drove to the front of a mall.
That's bad.
Excuse me, officer, but I apparently is a sale. You're not fucking Australian. Sort your shit out.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
That's another pet peeve of mine, by the way. I know I got to go on, but like Mel Gibson was born in New York, so he's American, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, don't say you're fucking Australian. You may have been raised in Australia, but you're American. Whereas I could live anywhere I want, but I'm English. What annoys me is when people get, I'm 1/10 this, I'm 1/3 that, I've got a pinch of Irish, and it's like, where were you born? That's where you're from.
It's scatterclaws.
It's like James. I'm sure he's trying to escape. It's his heritage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Scott Bailey, and I don't know what he's doing.
Just turn on my computer on.
You stole my hat.
Turn on your light.
What are you guzzling?
I can't see your sexy boudoir.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
because it's fucking dark. I have turned my light on. It's still dark as shit. Hang on.
That hat on is the alternative 1985 timeline again. It's like Scott
Here's
basically
my
is rich right
production
now.
light
They're crossing over.
last night.
What?
Woo! What's happened to James?
He's frozen. He's carbonite.
No, I'm not.
BRB.
So, quick, again, just whereabouts are you in Scotland?
About 1
It's
hour
not Glasgow
south
or
of
Edinburgh?
1 hour south of Edinburgh.
So,
Well, be careful what you're saying on the stream. They'll come and get you.
I live in the
I'm
countryside.
pretty sure 1 hour south of Edinburgh is a pretty big scope.
About 1 hour south of Edinburgh and 45 minutes north of Carlisle, maybe.
For you.
You live in the
Something like
countryside, okay. So are you a farmer?
I'm not a farmer. I live near
Hey everyone, why don't we tell everyone out there in live stream land our real addresses? It could be funny.
You still wouldn't find me, even if I gave you my postcode. You still wouldn't find
It's
me.
a it's a little game I like to call address roulette.
I'll be standing at the door with a big fucking axe ready to get anybody.
You have to do it 24/7 though.
In a
That's the
kilt.
game.
Aye, and a kilt, the big bald Scottish guy in a kilt will be waiting.
Right,
I
mine
like
is
to think
25.
you've got Murray's mints in your sporring.
No, Werther's original.
25 Acacia Avenue.
25 Cromwell Street. There. What's going on?
Is that it?
East
Google Maps
Kilbride,
can't find you.
Swansea.
Google Maps. That's because Google Maps is gay. It's official. It's on here. I've said it, and so it must be true.
That is gay.
It's good.
I live.
How long are we going to go on this evening, guys? We were originally scheduled for 11:30, but what's the crack? What's your thoughts?
It's up to you as you're the host. However, I suggest perhaps if you want, we can run to 11:30, finish the stream, and start up a new one if everybody else wants to continue.
I'm happy for that because I am always late to these things because I am crap with time.
Because
Actually,
you're
I'm not crap
always
with time.
late.
Well,
yeah, but that's my ticket now. The fact that I've established being late, I can't not be late because it'll be out of character.
True.
I'm cool until about midnight because I'm taking the kid to see the Santa Claus tomorrow. Not the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Was this Santa Claus Russian as well? This Santa
Because that would be shit. You want real Santa Claus.
Has anyone seen that picture of?
You'll have to let us know that when you take him to see Santa Claus, he smoked gin.
There's a picture online.
When I went to see Santa Claus as a kid, I didn't know it was the smell of gin, but as an adult, I do.
There's a picture online of somebody's done with Chuck Norris, and it's Chuck Norris plus shaver equals Tim Allen, and it's uncanny. Google it, Harry Yack.
Google it to get a picture.
You can hear me.
So, am I the only person who thinks round about now is probably time to fight Chuck Norris, and we could probably beat him?
You could probably beat him.
lucky.
I think I could take him.
I reckon I could take Chuck Norris.
Yeah. How old is he now?
And I'd have to do the Lethal Weapon quote after I put his ass down, which is for being such a racist motherfucker. Motherfucker, I should say,
The
not
Console
racist.
Snob has returned.
That's yet to be established. Put his ass down, I want to say, just been revoked.
Hello, Scott.
Sorry,
How the devil are you, Scott?
Time for a bit of blatant product placement. I love Van Damme. Enjoy
Harry,
this damn cold.
We'll kick it on till midnight just.
Damn,
Give
my
Scott
pants
a
are
chance
tight.
to talk some
okay,
shit.
and then call it a night. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh, what's the matter with you guys? Can't take the fucking long nights.
You long nights. You've just fucking turned up.
Yeah.
You can't come in spouting your long nights nonsense.
Here's the picture.
Someone, look, the host is getting stroppy. What a surprise. Hey, you, I'm fucking going to sleep at night.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I've missed you.
Oh my god.
It's their brothers?
That's
what?
crazy.
Bizarre.
I tell you what, though, what the fuck did he use to shave? Because, let's be honest, you couldn't cut Chuck Norris's beard with a fucking chainsaw. I like to think he just went.
Chuck Norris again.
He just pulls the hair off with his bare hands.
Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris is dumb, he dumps hair.
There's something wrong.
It's the hair from his beard he discards.
Where's Tim Allen's chin fist?
His chin fist.
His chin fist. That's what Chuck
Well,
Norris has got under his beard.
I tell you what, right? That's a fight I would love to see. An elderly Chuck Norris versus Tim Allen. Done.
But who would
They
win?
should pay-per-view
Chuck
that.
Norris?
I'd fucking pay for it.
Who would win? Elderly Chuck Norris or dead Bruce Lee?
What?
Dead Bruce Lee. That sounds like a death metal
Don't
band.
you take Bruce Lee's name in vain.
That'd be an awesome metal band name, that would be.
Dead Bruce Lee.
Dead Bruce.
Dead Bruce Lee.
Oh,
I'm sad now because you should not. It's a brilliant band name, but you should not take Bruce Lee's name in vain.
I've been reading some funny Chuck
Here
Norris.
I don't know why I'm talking up here.
Chuck Norris has already been
Bruce
to
Lee
Mars.
alone.
Leave him alone. Sorry, you got me trying to do that properly.
If you wanna see one of the coolest things ever, right? Look up the Bruce Lee. It's on YouTube. The documentary where he's only time he's on a talk show. I forget who it is.
Is it black and white?
It's not Walt Cronkite, but yeah.
By
And
Stan
someone
Yack.
asked him his philosophy, and he does that amazing speech about water, and he's like, he was, unbelievably intelligent guy. But just like, be like water, my friend. And
is it black and
if
white?
you've seen it, you know the speech I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hey, check it out! I do watch black and white shit. That was me last week saying I don't watch black and white stuff.
Unless it's Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, or
it's black and white.
The Waltons.
Have you ever seen his screen test where he talks about Gong Fu? Yeah, and it's
I don't know.
It's brilliant. And the funny thing is, they get him to demonstrate his Kung Fu moves against this elderly bloke who serves the tea. So he's got, and obviously Bruce Lee's throwing punches that are so fast they actually catch up with themselves in the time stream. And but yeah, he just goes what's it? He goes Gong Fu.
Let me guess. It just turns into like a
karate is like an iron bar, and it go whang. Gong Fu is like an iron bar with a ball on the end, and it go whack, and it hurt inside. And it's just the fucking coolest speech in the world ever. Oh my God, we should have a Kickstarter so we can fucking clone a new Bruce Lee, and he can come and live in my house. I won't need a car alarm or anything like.
Or why don't we just combine the two?
Every time I leave
Chuck Lee or
Bruce
something.
Lee standing outside. Every time anyone comes close, I just go. No,
What would you rather have?
I'm a Bruce man.
Dinosaurs brought back to life for Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Nah, I'm more of a Chow Yun Fat man myself.
Think about it, right? If you could have personal clones, right?
Hard-boiled.
You could have personal clones to protect your car when you're shopping. I'd have Bruce Lee. I'd have Harry Yack would have Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm pretty sure Jimbo would have Sean Connery. I hope you're not insisting on stealing that mobile, sir. Every time someone approaches your car, they just go.
Yeah.
Scott, I like your new haircut. Or indeed.
My new haircut.
Yes.
What, lack of fucking haircut?
Where's the sun come?
Yes, you actually look like Dominic Diamond in the later series of Games Master now.
You do a bit.
Well, he's just done a recent one, has he? He's finally let himself
like Chuck
go.
Norris if he shaved.
Everyone looks like fucking Chuck Norris to you.
I like the fact that you like me so much that you're copying my hair.
I like that.
This is content ID tag. This is.
Yeah.
Let me guess. Monkey Spaz is Latin for egotistical prick.
I feel like the hippie amongst you, to be honest.
I think since Mr. Yackham has amazing ninja editing skills, he should do a knock-up of the Double Impact Van Damme movie cover with Scott and Jimbo.
That'd be fucking awesome.
It would be funny. Scott, how are you getting on with YouTube and Google ID content tag things just now, out of curiosity?
I have not been ID tagged yet. I'm keeping it off the radar. I turned off any sort of monetization thing I could. And we'll see what happens.
It's not going to affect. We did talk about it earlier, but it's
I
not.
know it's not going to affect partners. I know that for a fact, but it's still scary. Like last night,
I've said it before.
so
It's
angry.
not me being paranoid. It will trickle down. Trust me.
No, the thing is, I was so angry because CGR is now gone from YouTube. Just gone.
I think
I'm
this deserves a bit more explanation, doesn't it? Better obituary.
I love the fact, quickly, on the Double Impact cover, I love the fact that manly Van Damme is really manly, but coiffed pussy Van Damme is coiffed and pussy.
Sorry, Harry, what were you saying?
Yes, Classic Game Room. They're one of the first people that I remember watching on YouTube, or he is, because it's basically just him, isn't it? What's the name of the bloke?
Mark.
Yes, because I think I first found him via the retro stuff they'd done in the 90s, which was it a VHS tape that they used to send out?
No, it was a student TV channel.
Ah, okay. Yes.
But you know how he's been totally shafted, or you assume he's been shafted by YouTube?
Yeah.
Apparently he was one of the first people that was ever made a partner.
Yeah.
Retro Review Tech.
One of the first partners.
Yeah, Retro Review Tech said that, and I did a little digging, and he was literally one of the first partners out there.
That's crazy.
So it's basically they fucked over their own prodigal son.
It's like we said before, it doesn't make sense.
It does not make sense.
Like the number one, the biggest part of YouTube is gaming side of things, with the exception of music probably, and they're just fucking it up.
The thing is with all of this is that it's such.
No, and I think it probably will at some point.
My stance here is that there's a lot of people that I watch that put a lot of time and effort into making content that I enjoy, and they should be, you know, if they want to get paid, they should be paid. There's some people don't give a shit about money; they just do it for the hobby, and that is fine too. There is a few YouTubers I have problems with, big ones especially, like Boogie or Boggy or whatever his fucking fat stupid name is, and he really got my goat. He had a fucking rant on his fucking channel, and he sounded like such a self-serving little cunt. And I thought to himself, he basically just wanted the world to burn, yeah. And I thought to him, I was like, what a fucking dick. There's people that he's apparently friends with, who he runs around with, who are employed to make content, and he comes out with some shit like that. It's like you shove that lisp in fucking Francis, oh, you grow up your damn ass and fuck off.
I've got a problem if somebody, right, like me for example, was doing gameplay videos, had a wee bit more subscribers, making money off it, and if they start bitching because they're not getting the money anymore, do you know what I mean? It's like they should have been grateful that they got it in the first place.
Yeah, but the thing is as well,
Angry Joe and putting a lot of effort into it and making high production quality videos, then fair enough. But if it's just me sitting there and I'm moaning because I'm not getting my £120 a month.
Angry Joe in particular, even his kind of rant videos, and this comes back to what I said and what Ritz from Review Tech said as well, which was like people go, oh, you shouldn't be making money from this, anyone could do this, or you're fucking lazy. Yeah, well then do it yourself.
Like my argument with Boogie.
People like Angry Joe.
Like my argument with Boogie saying,
as far as I'm concerned, I'll watch Angry Joe over fucking TV any day of the week.
Yeah.
Oh really? I don't really like Angry Joe.
He's sort of like...
That's because you're gay.
He's fine sometimes.
Harry Yack coming out tonight.
No, some of these videos are really funny.
Breaking news.
They hit the mark, but there's other videos where it's like you're just phoning this in just to get a video out of the way. You know, you can tell sometimes when he's full bored into it, and other times when he can't really be bothered.
Yeah, there is that. But then, as I've said before, with anyone's content, there will always be stuff that you else's and maybe filler, but someone else may look at it and that might be the video they like. I don't know. Like there are channels I'm religiously, subscribed to, but even I will look at some of their videos and just go, even from the title, I'm not going to watch that. It's nowhere near as catchy.
Like when I watched
First You Don't Succeed, Die a Little Harder video title.
Well, when I watched Boogie's video, and I thought, you're a fucking asshole, because there's a lot of channels I watch every day who get employed to do this.
I think you've just come up with your new weekly video section, Scott. This week, the Console Snob said, this person's a fucking asshole.
We have.
Well, no, if you want, hang on. If he wants the world to burn, he should stick his dick in the fire and shut the fuck up. Anyway, carry on.
Harry, you can introduce this person because really I've got no idea who this person is.
JL76.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
James, it's your rival, a fellow Scotsman. Hello.
Fight.
JL76.
Fight. Kiss.
No kiss. Bum. It's the host. It is the host.
Can I ask Jim, which is, so basically, if you live in Scotland, where are you from? Glasgow or Edinburgh? Sorry.
There's more places I know than Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Yes, like the Isles of Skye.
No, I know. I was playing on the stereotypical ignorant English for you.
Where about in Scotland are you from?
Imagine if he's actually next door right now.
Standing outside my front door.
I am actually in the borders.
Are you?
No.
Yeah.
No,
you don't sound like it.
Apparently, James just went through puberty.
Really?
I am in Glasgow.
Glasgow.
So what I'm going to go for a crafty slash. I expect everyone not to talk about anything for at least 2 minutes.
Dave, we won't talk at all.
Fuck off, we finally get to talk.
He's gone!
Did he hear that?
We were talking about Google and YouTube and their massive fucktard of a fuck up.
Yeah, it's all shite. I hate Google.
And there you go.
Man of many words there, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
Have you had any videos affected by it out of curiosity?
Yes, very many. But all my early videos, so
Nobody watched
What videos?
early
Early.
videos. Yes, early.
What were they getting
Alright.
flagged for? Was it?
It was Grand Theft Auto videos
Right.
with music in them.
Yeah, they'll.
Oh yeah, that's the thing you ought to be careful of.
But nobody watched them anyway, so it's cool.
Just delete the fuckers.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking about that right now. I'm going right to the very start of this channel to see if there's anything that's been flagged, because I have some really big howlers. Oh, I got an ET video that's blocked in some countries. Who's blocked it? Who's blocked
The
it?
Jarbans. It's the Jarbans. It's always them. No, it's probably
I've
Scotland,
no
isn't
more
it?
flagged.
That's alright, I can delete that one, no big deal.
I did a video the other day, which I've just can't really put up now because I played Dance Mania on the PlayStation 2, but you could put your own CDs in.
Put it on
And,
RetroUnlim.
Yeah, I'll put it on RetroUnlim. I was basically playing it with Cradle of Filth on there. Works really
Sweet.
well. So I'll stick it on RetroUnlim.
The moon that she has, and the boom on taken.
I got
It's
flagged.
fucking
I've
having
done,
insane.
you know, BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
If you played it, the first part of the game where there's a floating boat and there's like a barber shop quartet singing a song.
Yeah.
That song got flagged.
Really?
Yeah.
The only sound I got when playing BioShock Infinite was this. What a fucking bad game.
I've not played it apart from.
I was
a little
looking
bit.
so forward to the BioShock Infinite because I thought, thank fuck, they finally woke to the senses. We don't want multiplayer, we just want a decent single player game. And it was like probably the most linear fucking roller coaster shooter I've ever played. It was worse than Call of Duty fucking most of the time. Single player, mind you.
BioShock 2 was fucking amazing.
I never played
Yeah.
this.
See, well, I 1,000 pointed it on the
Ever so
PC.
slightly, it's one of those games that has ever so slightly creepy, disturbing undertones, you know?
Oh, the first
like-
two games were like that. They were creepy, they were unsettling, but the third one was just a fucking corridor shooter of the worst sort of kind. Alright, they had the 1999 mode trying to, you know, harken back to the Doom and Quake and fucking Painkiller days, but, you know, you either go one way or we go another.
Hold on, Fallout 4. Anybody excited about that? That just popped into my brain. You're not a Fallout fan?
I love Fallout, but until we get an official release, then I can give a shit.
Well, it's used.
Done by Bethesda, by the way.
It will be.
Not by a fucking
one of
Obsidian.
the greatest things I ever heard from someone was his he was really upset and disappointed about this, and
Oh, there you go.
to me this is psychotic, but he was talking about Fallout 3. Just disappointed him about Fallout 3 was he went about the campaign with the sole plan of killing every single person in the world, and when found out that he couldn't kill them all, he was really pissed off.
You can.
Like,
He's playing
someone
peace.
arrest that man now and save us. I can't believe it. You couldn't fucking kill this. And also he was even happy on the fact that he thought it was funny that his dog walked into the mine area and blew up. I'm like, but it was your dog. It's quite useful. Because, it was fun by a dog. Boom. I'm like, yeah. Are you going to the Christmas party? Because if you are, probably I'm not.
I'm not bringing my dog anyway.
What a crazy bastard.
Well, no.
There you go. Christmas parties. What Christmas parties do you I don't. Because the bottom line is I have to work with these people. I'm sure as fuck not spending my free time with them.
Exactly. I always say to
Humbug.
people at work, and it might not come across as very well, I only work with you. I don't want extra friends. I'm just here to do my job. That's it. Fuck them.
I like that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they're here tonight. All of James's workmates. Boo, boo.
I'll fire them all. Anyway.
So, JL76
That bloke
Gaming.
from the fucking
how is-
interwebs. I don't like you.
How is Desert Island Games coming along? Any plans for the next special guest?
I think after number 2 that was it, wasn't it?
I do have a special guest coming soon, but I can't say.
It's me. Sorry, I've just ruined that.
Let me guess, it's Woodland 37.
No, it's me.
No, it's one voice post. There you
Yeah. Sort your shit out, people. You should be fucking impressed.
I thought he was going to
You and your Liverpool hat.
He's a ninja, and I want a ninja artist ninja this. I'm retarded. Never mind.
What?
Yeah, but
I'm very, very honoured. Can I just say, John, I'm very, very, honoured and humbled that you would ask me to do it. It's very nice of you. I appreciate it very much.
I'm very honoured that you said yes. So there you go.
Dude, don't expect me to say anything intelligent. It really seldom happens.
That's all right. I had probably one of the proudest moments on the internet of all time when I got invited to it, and he asked me. He does it the same as the Desert Island Records, which I've never fucking listened to, to be quite honest.
You don't need to. It's just such a brilliant concept.
Yeah. Tell me your favourite games, then your favourite item, and then something else. And I thought, all right, I'm gonna just troll it. Basically, when it comes to favourite item, and I put in butt plug. So John had to fucking research what a butt plug was. And he's explained it to me, and I'm just smiling. I thought, yes, that is winning right there.
Yeah,
so awesome.
If my wife ever sees my internet history,
you could take his butt plug and send it back to the sexy boudoir.
Oh, that was so fucking awesome.
For the weekend.
I had such a smile on my face. I think you probably turned on the stream. I was like, that's just fucking awesome.
You didn't look it up on eBay, did you?
No.
Did you at least watch it first?
Wikipedia.
Butt plug on Wikipedia. Awesome.
Oh, I take my research very seriously.
No, I was just going to say, once again, thank you for asking, but don't expect me to say anything intelligent because in my videos where I do come across as intelligent, I pay someone to write my material.
You get them on Fiverr, don't you?
Copyright strike!
I will give you plenty of notice to get your
shit together.
Yes. As long as you're not talking about butt plugs, I'll be fine.
Am I the only person, by the way, I hate this, when you just get a random window opens up with a fucking commercial on, because you can't hear this, but I can.
What was it, commercial for a butt plug?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it fucking annoys the shit out of me.
Some random audio thing going on.
Is it a butt plug advert or is it a fleshlight one? And I guess that advert would be fleshlight. Go fuck yourself.
Happy by the Console Snob because I only plug twice a day.
Oh, Zach's gone off. You spoke to him yet? You're all fucking chatting over him. You cruel bastards.
He said your sexy boudoir was intimidating.
Yeah, he would do.
He's a way to join you in your boudoir.
Bloody American.
He's on his way over now, so you hear a knock.
What are you drinking tonight, Scott?
I'm drinking Coors Light.
Good man, it's a great tasting beer. It gets slagged off a lot and it annoys me because Coors Light is a very nice beer.
You got to enjoy it cold. Damn cold.
Yeah, you got to wait for the mountains to go blue.
Exactly.
What's the percentage on it, Scott?
Maths.
Maths?
Maths. I don't know. Nope. No.
Does it
probably
say
about 4%. I don't know. It doesn't say on the bottle.
No, it's 4.
Or I'm being a massive dick.
I've actually got a box. Look, here you go.
What is it, Dave?
See, look. No, I'm dual wielding beers. I'm a fucking ninja.
Foster's is good.
I like the fact that it says at the bottom, bottle, glass, widely recycled. Really? Thanks. I was going to put it in the trash.
Fucking shit, fucking prick.
It must say on it.
It does, but I can't find it.
I'm looking at it. I can't see
it. It's 4%.
4.
I like that. I like the fact that it's the percentage. I don't like it when beers flip-flop and they're 2.8 or 3.7. I like a beer to be on the money and say,
has Stella not reduced recently? Has Stella not come down a bit?
No, Kronenberg has. Kronenberg's been reduced.
I'm sure Stella used to be 5.2 or something.
It was, it's like Crony used to be. It's one of those, it's funny, it bites you in the ass and you don't think it, but you look at a beer and you go, oh, it's 5.2. You know, and you always like round down and go, it's the same as 5%. But the minute you get a little bit above 5%, those are the beers that bite you in the ass a couple of hours into a session. Yeah. It's true. I've had like sessions on Crony or Old Crony. Crony's a weird, I hate Stella, but I used to love it. Crony's one of those beers that you have to have the, what I like to call the adjustment pint, which is you have to have a first pint to basically that you won't enjoy, but you need to get it out of the way to remind yourself that it's actually an alright beer, and you don't enjoy the first pint. But the minute you get onto the second pint, you're like, oh my god! You actually look at your mates, you're like, oh my god, this beer's delicious.
I do the same with Stella. The first pint, I'm like, whoa, whoa. Then the second one, it's fine. It's tasty.
Stella just makes you
And then
want
you've
to
got
punch
the
people
problem with
out.
beers, what I like to call the problem with smelly beers, which is there are beers that taste delicious, but the smell is off-putting, and Beck's is one of those for me. Beck's smells like bad eggs. Beck's smells like cider, and it's beer. How's that even possible?
Yeah.
I hate Beck's.
And the funny thing is, I was in the supermarket the other day, and you know when you forget what you're doing and you actually vocalize something out loud, and you have that like manly agreement moment with the complete stranger. There was non-alcoholic Beck's, and I looked at it, and I'd never seen it before. Possibly it's been around for years, but I saw a box of non-alcoholic Beck's, and it was like reduced. Half price, and I'm like, half price? I mean, fuck. Why would you buy non-alcoholic beer when you don't drink beer to fucking,
Enjoy
be
it.
refreshed? You drink
No.
beer
Well,
to get pissed.
think about it.
And the
It's
bloke
like eating a
next to me
cheese
just
sandwich
went,
with no cheese
"Yeah,
in it."
you're not wrong, mate. And we had this weird bonding moment.
It's like eating fucking a cheese
If you
sandwich
want
with no
drink-
cheese in it. What's the fucking point? You're just eating bread.
Exactly. If you want, a rough drink, you drink a soft drink. I hate, and don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of beer. But what makes me laugh is when
Oh no.
people go like, it's beer. Bollocks, I say, bollocks. You don't drink beer to refresh yourself. You drink beer to get rat-assed and make ugly women.
Beautiful.
So,
Or just
that's that
harass
really bad
beautiful
picture
women
of
and
me.
end up in
Thank you for
prison.
that. Look at me. Look, I swear to God, right, that night when that picture was taken, I was actually having a fit. And
You're still
in
talking
fact, if
about
you
that.
look up the word "gurn" in the dictionary, that picture is next to it.
What are you talking about?
All I've got to say is, come on, Zach, give us a wave. Wakey, wakey.
What's up?
He wants a
Wakey,
wave.
wakey, give us a wave.
My guts are
Zach,
fucked tonight.
Is
man.
it true? I heard that America is 15 years ahead of us in England, and that you have colour TV.
Dave, that's incorrect. It's actually 25.
Bare minimum.
And they have flying cars.
Is
Yeah,
it true
what is
that
4K?
while your car flies, the steering wheel is on the wrong side?
It's on the wrong side from your.
Pray tell, you drive on the other side of the road?
And there's a Mr. Fusion on the back too.
Oh, fucking! You know what? If you could buy a Mr. Fusion, I would. I didn't care how stupid it would look. I would glue one to the back of my fucking Hyundai.
Use banana peels and just people's garbage to fuel your car.
Yeah, that's that's epic.
I like the fact that he empties the can of drink, but then drops it in anyway.
I know. Yeah, he does do that. Yeah, why does he do that?
And also, don't get me wrong, greatest movie ever made, but my thing about Back to the Future is, and this is way before the recent years when people called Doc Brown out about this, but you know when he's in the Marty goes to the car lot, the Twin Pines Mall, and he comes out the back of the truck in his DeLorean. So basically, it's a gull-wing car, like the door's a gull-wing. So what did he do? He got in the car, he drove into the truck, he got someone to put the back of the truck up, he filled it with dried ice, and then somehow he waited, because let's be honest, Einstein didn't drive the fucking truck. He waited for a teenager from school, because that's not creepy, to turn up on his skateboard with his JVC camera, and then somehow rolled out the back. I mean, I like to think he was in there for fucking hours. Just going, curse you, McFly! Fucking hurry up!
You're overthinking it. Overthinking it.
Mildly.
Saying that, I just had a look on the Escapist. There's a news post on there about YouTube's copyright.
I overthink
content
everything.
claims.
That's why your Desert Island Games is going to be 2.5 hours long, and that's the director's cut.
And you're also like talking over me while I'm talking.
I can't help it. It's your sexy boudoir. It inspires me.
Ubisoft, Valve, and Old World Inhabitants have told everyone who create videos on YouTube, especially of their games, to carry on. At the moment, Ubisoft has had a lot of false claims filed against their videos. So if you say like you upload an Assassin's Creed video, they said they are not. They've been automatically flagged, and they are working very hard to remove those flags. So they're basically the gist of it. I'll put it in the link in the comments below. Is that carry on making videos for Ubisoft games, and same with Valve and the
That's
same with
good
Old World.
because if more companies do that, then they have the potential or the power to basically tell YouTube to sort their shit out.
I look sexy.
We got now.
Check out that picture, Scott. You got some hands on the go, son.
Yeah, you had to pick the most unflattering.
I tell you what,
picture
Scott, giving up the soft drinks really worked out for you.
ever. That's got to be the thumbnail.
A brilliant editing job.
No, Mr. Yacker, I want another one done with me and Jimbo, and it's got to be the cover of Twin Dragons by. That's the law, by the way. If you say
And I want one. That's it. I want to do the Evil Dead poster with my head, of course. No, not Evil Dead. Army of Darkness.
That's well funny.
Do you remember when MTV in this country was actually European MTV before it got bastardized and turned to shit UK MTV? And so every now and then you would get
Jersey fucking sure.
TV. Yeah, you would get TV commercials. MTV in the early 90s in the UK, because it's European MTV with Ray Cokes, was absolutely amazing and Pip Dan. But
One thing-
every now and then you would get foreign TV commercials, and one of my favourite TV commercials was Army of Darkness, where it had a very badly German dubbed Bruce Campbell, and he looked at his hand and he just went, "Good over here." Brilliant.
I'm fucking rich. Big dick.
What's that say on the rich?
Big Dick St. Valentine.
What?
Fucking knobhead.
That's his real name.
That is my real name.
That's the thing. If anyone watches the stream in any episode and I start giggling when Richard's on, it's because what you don't see on camera is him fucking around. It makes me laugh all the time.
Thank you.
When he got that magnifying glass and he kept holding his eye against it, I fucking kept laughing. It's like, what the fuck is Scott laughing about? It's because of
It's funny, Rich, but I don't recognise you without a hat.
Well,
It's
you're going to
like-
get used to it.
Yeah.
It's like Marco Polo. Oh, right.
Where's
Look,
the...
you're one of the only people I know that if you remove your headwear, basically you could be you could be fucking Solid Snake. You could infiltrate
Batman
any
approach,
place
yeah.
because
I am
they
Solid
would know
Snake.
you, and then you just pull your hat off, and you got the fucking Predator stealth camouflage.
It's at my mate's house because
And
I
that is a
left
compliment,
it
sir.
there.
It's to your credit.
What's that?
I left my hat at my mate's house when I went to watch Doctor Who.
No superhero leaves his fucking uniform behind.
No.
I'm gonna have to buy. I need to
Apart
do
from
that anyway.
laundry
I
day.
need a better selection, I think.
Well,
I've had
saying
this-
that,
I lost my camo cap. I'm really, really
Saying
annoyed.
that,
I
I
lost
just
my
bought-
camo cap. Probably
I
because
just
it's
bought
camo.
one.
When I put it down, I can't find it.
I just bought a
I bought a
hat in the
flat
same
peak
sort of style.
cap last night.
It's lovely, isn't it?
No, I bought a Fatal Fury hat last
Fatal
night.
Fury. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay!
There's a nice Zelda one in green. I might get that.
Now I got the Fatal Fury one because I'm going to. I think
Oh,
I'm
I
going
like
to do a lot.
I like the perusing hats.
I'm going to do a slew of Neo
What,
Geo.
what do we have? What are we looking for in a hat these days, people? What floats your boat, cappage-wise?
Check
there,
out
there's
Nice
one.
with hat on.
There's Zach's one.
Anything that's not Liverpool.
Breathe if you're horny.
Yeah, my buddy won this at Comic-Con one year.
That's awesome.
I'd just like to say, John, that was deeply hurting, and I
That's
feel
a
like I
90s
should
video
cry.
game dude right
It was
there.
a joke. It was a joke.
I'm joshing. No, I'm
Oh,
very
joke.
happy about this because this cap completely and utterly disappeared, and
He's
I couldn't.
still
cap's
wearing
not
that fucking
cap.
hat. What's it been, a week now?
And I couldn't find it for like literally. This thing's been AWOL for a year.
It's
And
blue.
then
you like
I
it,
did
don't
my
you? I love
Christmas
the hat.
package last night. Yeah, it appeared, and I was like, It's a Wonderful Life. I was like, a little fucking bell ringed, and an angel got its fucking wings, and I just went, my God, it's a Christmas miracle.
Well,
One
funny
day
enough, Liverpool's defence has been also able for the last year.
There's one item of
Oh, you
clothing.
get no argument from me on that
It
one.
is an
Christ
item of
alive,
clothing I would-
there are
Where's the
Carry
foam for your headphones?
Where's the phone? What?
Where's the phone?
mine.
Yeah.
It fell off.
A little nub.
Yeah, it's
Fell
raping
off
my ear
quick.
right now.
Is it gone?
It fell off. It fell off last night, and I tried to put it on again because they're PlayStation headphones. I tried to put it on again, and I got so fucking annoyed with it. I just went, "Oh, you fucking asshole!" and threw it across the room. And now, in hindsight, I regret it because I can't find the foam padding. So basically, my headphone is having sex with my ear right now. It's unprotected, but it'll probably get me benefit.
Speaking about gaming clothing, if there's one thing I would love to have, on my Xbox avatar, I've got a Sonic the Hedgehog hoodie, and it goes up with the Sonic ears and all that. I would love to own a hoodie like that. That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, it's really funny. On Skate 3, my avatar actually really, or my character, I should say, really looked like me. And I was playing it online with a mate down the road. Isn't that weird when you play it online with your mates who only live like a mile away? That's kind of odd. But yeah, and he goes, "Hey dude, your avatar totally looks like you," and I'm like, "He's not Bill and Ted, by the way." And I'm like, "Yes, it does. Thank you for noticing." But what I wanted to say was, it should fucking look like me. It took me 3.5 hours to hammer out the details. That's how much attention I went into my Skate 3 look. He looked totally down to everything he was wearing. If I could have, I would have made the skateboard a 1987 Santa Cruz Sauber.
There's a thing with me with like SmackDown games. I think I spent more time making fucking wrestlers than I do actually playing the game. I just get more enjoyment making the wrestlers. Yeah. Then I think to myself,
Zach, you made me really self-conscious. I'm just looking at a little picture of me in the bottom hand corner. I'm like, oh my god, is it? Can people see this? Oh no, I look really flat-chested.
No. What are you talking about? I could be using this thing.
I'm just going to be like this from now on. Profile. Carry on. Profile.
Profile. Well, you'd be like Michael and start talking in third person. He was doing that last night. He was doing that last night on Facebook. He was doing that on Facebook last night. Like, as he loses his mind or what? He's like, join Michael Burnham as he does blah blah blah. I was like, he's fucking lost it.
I love Michael, I really do, but I'm not gonna lie. Why does he own a onesie?
Why what?
I've got a onesie.
And why there wasn't a butt flapping at once?
That was brilliant last week, presenting
the only people who like to wear onesies are Peter Griffin.
And Superman wanted that.
I should have worn my SpongeBob onesie.
Yeah,
the only person allowed to wear a onesie is Peter Griffin, so he can charge up and just go, "Oh my god, am I Jesus?"
Well, I can wear a onesie because I look Peter Griffin.
You're probably never looking like fucking Winnie the Pooh.
I actually.
I like to think your onesie has Desert Island Games on the front. No, I like to think your onesie has Desert Island Games on the app.
Not yet, but well.
Guys, we've got 3 minutes. Is there anything anybody wants to talk about quickly?
No.
Are we starting another one? I think we should.
I'm not. I'm going to bed. I'm working tomorrow AM. AM.
No, we got another 35 minutes. He's at 3.
No, we're finishing at 12, Scotty boy.
I vote to finish at 12.
I vote to finish when this thing finishes.
Hold on. Who's the host? Oh, there we go. Finish at 12.
I'll be me next week, and we're going all the way to the end.
You've still got a few minutes. You don't need to do like a silence in anger.
Yeah, it's a silent protest.
I like to say,
strike.
I am not a crook.
Okay. Is Christmas
I
dinner
am not a crook.
Is Chris? What are you saying, Zach?
Is Christmas dinner out over there yet, or what?
Christmas dinner.
Actually, I was really disappointed. I actually asked a bloke in the game down the road from me, and he looked at me like I was retarded. He just went, "What is fucking Christmas dinner?" I'm like, "Christ alive, mate! You work in fucking game. You tell me."
Yeah.
I got a funny feeling that's a hoax.
Yes.
You think so?
It's got to be made up, man. Yeah.
Where are you supposed to buy it from?
I'm on the game website right now. I'm going to try and have a look, see if it's available.
Yeah.
There is a way around it though, because if you watched Ashens, there are certain pound stores in this country where you can buy Christmas dinner in a can where you pull the ring pull off, and it's got that weird chemical thing, and it heats itself up. So we could do that.
Apparently, they're sold out, and they're checked back in Christmas 2014.
Yeah, sounds like a hoax to me.
Yeah.
Son of a...
Unless Michael Berman bought them all. He said he was.
I told Burhan, buy a bunch and send them to me.
That's what he's done. He's bought them all.
Yeah,
I'm going to trawl the pound stores tomorrow, and I'm going to find that weird thing happens when you get the turkey dinner that mics itself. I'm gonna find it. God damn
that
it!
Shit. Ugh. Every time I see a food
It's
episode
got to
from
be so
Ashens,
low.
Ugh. Bad.
Microwavable meals and
You're on itchy ass. Thanks for sharing.
thing is, though, let's be honest, right? Even though we're taking the piss out
Oh,
of
look,
it,
there he is.
they released a Chris dinner, they would have fucking sold millions.
Rich, what is that picture all about? Is that your Ellie Noir look?
That is.
You're solving
Dear
crime,
Santa.
I didn't even notice you were in that picture, Richard.
90s video game
There
dude
we are.
presents LA Noir.
That's when I lost my cap the first time. I had to wear that hat instead.
Yeah,
Jeff
no one
Boycott
recognised you. No one recognised you. You blend in with the crowd.
Right, guys, we're going to wrap this up.
Good.
Oh.
Okay. Don't forget that tomorrow,
Boom.
which is Saturday the 14th, is Monkey Day. Did anybody know that? A day for monkeying about. Monkey Day is celebrated across the world by acting like monkeys, but has a more serious undertone of raising awareness of the theory of evolution, medical research, animal rights, and most importantly,
So why not
iron
pop over
brew.
to
Everyone
Monkey
join
Space
together and drag
5000
their
and
fucking
spaz
knuckles.
out.
James, hold on a minute. What date is Monkey Day?
14th.
That's today. It's just ticked over into the 14th. So
Monkey Day.
James,
Happy Monkey Day.
James,
Does that mean I can throw my feces at?
Who's saying James?
me? Jason, do you have a monkey in your pants?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the morning, me and Dave are going to have a shit throwing contest. And I don't
Anyway,
need words.
right, shush your faces. Thank you all for watching tonight's
No,
Retro
carry on.
Shut your feces.
Anchormonkey, and
Shut
thanks
your
to all
feces.
participants who have taken part. Next week's Retro Unlim Live 18 will take place on Thursday, the 19th of December, 8:30 p.m., where we will see another guest host, but just not as good as me, obviously.
It'd be me.
On closing,
I'd just like to
remember,
say,
if you have a monkey, don't spank it, grab it, hold it
Put it
tight,
in your
and never
pants.
let go of it. You stay classy, go fuck yourself,
oh, you
Google.
fucking, I was going to
Good
say that, you
night.
bastard.